Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends to play some Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, let's go ahead and dive into our announcements. We are new to Mixer, but we are not partnered yet, so the only way you can show your support is through our Patreon or through Tipstream. So go ahead and check that menu down below. There's some instructions in our our Mixer panel for potions and inspiration. So if you want to help the players throughout the game, you can go ahead and do that.
Everybody get tipsy.
Yes. So go, and a big portion of those proceeds goes to the Game Academy. They're a 501c3 nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to help youth and teens push through social and academic issues. So by supporting us, you also support them. So go ahead and check them out as well. Big shout out to our sponsors, Griffin Co. Longtime sponsors of the campaign. Anything 3D printed that you see is from them. So big shout out to them. Go ahead and check out their shop. Another big shout out to our friends over at Master Monk Gaming. Our dice trays, dice towers, dice vaults, everything is from them. We also have a giveaway with them later as well. Another shout out to Nerdsmith. We are partners with Nerdsmith, so go ahead and check out their Discord. It's a collective of other tabletop creators, artists, and podcasts, so go ahead and check them out and see what they have on their lineup. We also have another big shout out for Die Hard Dice, another proud sponsor of our channel. We have a giveaway with them as well. And last but not least, Game Castle, the home of Ukodor Con 2019. Go ahead and check out the Game Castle link. You can use the promo code Ukodor as well, and you go ahead and buy all your tabletop things through the shop. And new on the docket, Roll20. Chris.
So, you may or may not be aware, but Roll20 is a virtual tabletop that runs right out of your web browser. It gives you everything that you need to play online with your friends, including click-to-roll character sheets, built-in video and voice chat, and the ability to upload your own maps and tokens. So for everything that I just mentioned and more, create a free account at roll20.net, and as always, tell them the Ukodor sent you.
Thank you, sir.
But still get minis and stuff.
So, speaking of giveaways, we have several today. So, once we hit 30 congruent viewers, we will give away this mini right here.
Oh, it's been waiting for a while.
It's been waiting for a while.
What's a new hope?
At 40 live
I think
viewers,
it's actually keeping us from actually having that many viewers.
maybe they're scared of them. At 40 live viewers, we will give away the Master Monk Dice Vault. Very nice. And at 50 live viewers, we will give away a $50 gift card to Die Hard Dice. So go ahead and spread the word, and we will give out some really cool things. Also, we're still doing video game giveaways every 25 followers. So we have 20 more followers. We're currently at 555. We are 27% into our goal to partner. It's pretty awesome. Nice. So thank you all for the support of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the next chapter of
The Realms of Ukodor.
Welcome to the Realms of Ukodor.
What's under it?
And welcome back.
My lids.
Last we left, the party had just killed the Lich King, went back into the town to complete some unfinished business. Scouting the area, Jadobi flew around looking for some exotic animals to emulate in future excursions, turning into what looked to be a interesting pterodactyl, and eventually getting a much closer look at one to perfect his craft at a later time. The party said their goodbyes, went out the gate, and held hands to do a plane shift. A new trick up Jadobi's sleeve. Quickly appearing in the town of Sirigan Gorge, they arrived unknowingly 5 minutes after they left. Very confused Kenrick was waiting for you guys to leave, and you were already back.
And extremely surly.
Very. Without wasting any time, the party loaded up on the airship, gathered some supplies, and headed north, looking for the gate, the entrance to the elemental plane of air, the air ward. Quickly finding the island floating above the cold, cold Arctic Ocean,
Crystal tundra.
they spotted the gate, but also spotted something dark up there as well. Getting closer, they realized that Granasso was laying right in front of the gate. Quick thinking, the party was able to shapeshift Jadobi and Aika into large owls. The rest of the party climbed upon those as the airship began to fly back to Sirgan Gorge for safety. The party flew as close as they can get to the gate, realizing when they were just on approach towards the gate that the dragon's eyes were open. Quick thinking, we're able to abort and fly away from the dragon. The snow was starting to pick up. The dragon had stood up and said, "He's been waiting for you. You're 300 feet away. What would you like to do?"
He already started flying at it.
Correct. Barakabu popped his wings, made a statement saying he's going to charge the dragon so the party can... What?
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna try and detract him for a while.
It's not a good idea, Brock.
I'll be okay.
You'll die, is what's gonna happen. You should stay with us.
Ooh, dragons breathe fire.
Yeah, I'm already over here.
Okay, bye.
I mean, you're not there yet. You just left. You're 300 feet away. So that's what you're doing? You're flying towards the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Are we still on the initiative?
We are in initiative.
Alright, so I'm first.
Barakabu was first, and then was Torque, and then Jadobi.
No,
No.
Barakabu went before as we were rolling
That-
initiative.
That's
Yeah, it was
But
me.
we're starting. So his movement is now. That was his movement. So you're gonna dash, or are you just gonna go regular movement?
I'm just gonna get up there, yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna use your action to dash. So you'll,
No, I did not say that.
well, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking, what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna move toward him at a normal pace.
Got it. Okay. Which is
And
55,
medium pace.
60 actually.
60. Okay. So that's the end of your turn.
Well,
Shampoo bottles at end.
I am also going to expend key to put myself into a dodge state
Okay.
until the next round.
Okay.
And I am going to give myself guidance.
Okay. I have Torque a second. Is that not
There was
correct?
Jadobi and then me.
Did you guys tie?
No,
We tied. He had a better dex.
Okay.
So, but he had already started this before we got into initiative.
I also rode the highest initiative anyway.
That's
Oh,
fine.
well,
So
okay.
Jadobi.
I am going to, because I'm still a giant snow owl, I'm going to outstretch my wings and kind of like huddle Farland and Denahi closer to me. And I'll put my wing down so they can like get on. So.
Wait. Don't do that yet. We don't want to storm in there. If Boo's going to do this, perhaps he can distract him while we use the stealth you've given us to get around.
I nod, but I still have my feathers down for me to like jump on. That's it.
Okay.
So Torque's it.
Yes, Torque.
So I'll begin stealthing towards the dragon, hopefully
Okay.
not being seen.
Is so Aika, we also have Aika. Hang on, let me just redo this. Aika's gonna go. Did you roll for Aika? Roll for Aika. Just getting caught up, guys.
Aika is initiative is +2.
Oh, okay.
8 initiative.
Okay, Aika sucks.
so
All right.
it's probably last.
Hey, Aika, hey, get off my back,
No,
alright?
I think
He's been through a lot. He's disoriented because he was just an owl, now he's not. Like
That
things are
makes
happening
my
right now.
stealth a 30.
You don't understand
Okay.
shit.
Aika. Okay. So, just again, the dragon is roughly 300 feet away. He is
Mhm.
currently standing in front of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me draw something for you just to give you a perspective. So, if gate is right there, there's mountains. Sorry, there's a lot of scribble, but look for the red. So the red is the mountains. This is the cliff. Right? I should have cleaned it.
Really sure.
Yeah, whatever, guys. It's cool.
You should really
This
get
is
an
a
assistant.
perfect time to poke the DM. Perfect time.
Well, we're all about to die, so what do we care?
Right. So,
Literally.
right now, the dragon is here. And this green dot, you guys are roughly right here.
300 feet away.
About 300 feet away. So you have to be very specific with if you're
Yeah,
going
the
to go.
scale is very
Are you
off.
trying to go mountainside or are you trying to go cliffside? That's what you have to tell me.
I'm going to be stealthing along the mountainside
Okay.
towards him, my normal movement of 30 feet away.
Okay. No, you're not using an action to dash, you're just going
Nope.
slowly. Got it. Okay. Perfect. And you rolled a 30? Totally fine. All right.
Totally fine.
Next is the dragon's turn.
Go for 30 stealth. Yeah.
So, who dares come to my lair?
Well, you said you're waiting on us, so you must know.
Okay, that ends his turn.
I am so smart. SMRT. Dragon's not too smart.
Farland.
I'm going to follow Torque and just do my normal movement, which is 35.
Okay, stealth check.
Let's see. Total of 25.
25. Okay. Okay. That's not me, it's not you. Okay, so you're following Torque?
Yes.
So you're right behind him? Denahi.
Same. Seize.
Okay. So you're following Farland, you're not going on the bird?
Actually, no. No, I'm gonna go on.
You're gonna go on him?
I know I'll work quiet.
Okay. Are you holding an action or are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I am just worried.
Just
Fair.
waiting.
Okay. Icon. In his form.
Right. He is going to follow the rest and be stealthy about it.
Okay.
His movement is...
Well, licking his beak and staring at the dragon.
Dinner time.
I think he moved 40 feet, so he's gonna
Okay.
just move 30.
Just
go for
stay in line,
the
that's
I'm
fine.
gonna hide in his feathers.
Stealth check, please.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's not the normal. Okay.
No, that was from the session before.
Yeah.
Dice gel. That's a dice gel right there. Stealth. There you are, +2. So that's gonna be an 11.
I think he should just roll for himself. Really.
I'm just gonna. Dice gel that. That's gone now.
Okay. So Ika makes it up with the rest of the party. Okay. Top of the order. Boo.
Okay, I am gonna continue
First.
Huh?
I'm confused
Boo
because
is
the initiative
first.
we rolled was absolutely he was first.
Barakaboo was
Okay,
first.
okay.
He rolled the highest initiative. He rolled like a 27. He's first. Then it was you. Then it was him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I am +6 now. Huh. Because I added that extra stat point. I am going to continue on my approach, and in addition to the guidance that I have given myself, I am going to also give myself a shield of faith.
Okay. Are any of those concentration?
All I've got written down for it is that it lasts 10 minutes and it gives me +2 to AC.
I can tell you about Shield
Okay.
of Faith. I have
Let's
that
see.
one.
And you're just going. Which direction are you going with my janky map that I drew?
So if he's standing right in front of it, I'm kind of like continuing the...
Cliffside.
No, I'm going like right at his face, but I'm trying to like sort of strafe to the left, like so I can try to like get him to kind of follow my...
Got it. Okay.
so that he doesn't look that way.
Got it. So
And yes,
facing him,
Okay.
do one of those motions, right?
Yeah, you know, like I'm kind of like, hey.
So the party can go hug the mountain, and you're
And
gonna
hopefully
try to...
stealth into the gate. Yes.
Got it.
Hey.
You have now deciphered our entire plan.
Perception checks, please, for everyone.
And as I am going, do I see anything that like, as I'm getting a better scope of that scene that I could utilize to tell the team to look for that might help them out? Like, do I see any like better path or like a good hiding spot or?
You roll a perception check as well, for a different reason.
17.
17.
Okay.
Oh.
22.
22.
3.
3. Jidobi?
That's gonna be a 20.
20. Okay. So for everybody except for Denahi, because she's buried in feathers, the snow and the visibility is starting to get much more thick. Just the wind and just that really annoying little misty shit in your eyes. Barakabu, you do see that the dragon's head is kind of angled towards your direction. He hasn't moved yet, but he looks to be following you. You can do a history check for me, actually, since you're closer to the beast.
Oh, cool. 17.
17. You've read a lot of books about dragons. Obviously, you've only encountered, one in the past, which happens to be the same dragon, and you have encountered, Ted as a dragon, which was a little different, and then Nevries was the other dragon. So you have some life experience, but a lot of your knowledge is from books. You know that dragons do have heightened senses, but they don't see very far when visibility is disrupted. So right now, you moved 60 feet closer. You're still roughly 200 feet away. You're still within that range of he can't. He knows that there's something there, but he doesn't know what it is yet.
Right. I'm gonna shout as loud as I can to him. So what brings you out here?
Okay. He'll answer you on his turn. He'll answer you on his turn.
And so just to be clear, I gave myself the Shield of Faith, and I've got the Guidance still active, and I use bonus action to maintain the dodge state.
Okay.
And technically, until I make an aggressive action, I'm still under Sanctuary.
Okay.
Okay.
Remind me what Sanctuary is again?
You have to make a Wisdom 16 save or higher to be able to attack me.
Or attack your friends. Got it.
And if you can't attack me because you failed to save, you have to attack something else that you're able to locate, but you can't locate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. You doing anything else?
No.
Jadobi.
No, just shit in my pants.
Me and Denahi are gonna stealthily take off into the sky.
Oh,
so we're gonna.
Did I see anything though?
Oh, I gave you the little bit. His head is following.
Okay.
So we're going 20 feet up and 40 feet following them above them.
Okay. Okay, stealth check. Torque, you're on deck.
25 total.
Okay. Okay. Torque.
I continue moving towards him along the mountains, whatever the hell they are.
So
with a 32 stealth.
32 stealth. Okay. You are good.
I hope so.
Okay. End your turn?
It does indeed end my turn.
You all hear the rumbling, the deep, just demonic voice of Granasso speak, but you also hear and you feel the ground shake with two dum, dum, heavy steps in your direction. I've been sitting here, and my little birds tell me that I was going to have a visitor. So where are you, insect?
Am I able to talk now?
Sure, you can give it one response.
Do I have to give it to him?
You can do whatever you want. I'll give you one free action.
Hey guys, I don't think he can tell where I am.
Great.
No, that is great.
You're
I'm
whispering
shouting
this,
at
right?
him and going at him, and he's still trying to find me.
But he'll know where we are then, too.
Not if you keep quiet and stay behind him.
Point him away from the mountain.
Stop talking to me then.
You won't hear this over the wind.
Oh god. Woo. All right. Ends his turn, Farland.
Let's see. I am going to move, dash, and then Misty Step for a total of 100 feet.
What was that?
Move, dash, Misty Step for a total of 100 feet.
Oh. Move, dash.
He's amazing at DDR.
Which means he's next.
Can you
to
do
the
one
gate,
stealth
right?
check first for the first section of movement?
What is that?
27. Okay. So you move, you dash, and then Misty steps. So do another one when you land.
Okay.
Because why not?
Ooh, natural 1.
This is quiet. What was it?
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Had to happen eventually, you know.
Misty steps onto a rock and goes,
Ow, shit! Shut the fuck up, Harlan!
You shut the fuck up!
Hey guys, stop fighting!
Oh.
can everyone shut the fuck up, please?
Okay. Is that your turn?
Choke on owl feathers.
Yes.
So as you misty step, you kind of reappear. You step on a couple kind of chunks of rock and pebbles, and you lose your footing just for a second. But you are much closer to the gate now. I have you.
Almost at about the halfway point.
Yeah, that's about. I have you about halfway. I had him at about almost halfway. So yeah, you're a little bit past that.
I hope so. You moved 100 feet.
It's still rough.
Plus 30 out of 300 is still there.
I'm just trying to do this quick. So yes.
But yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. Denahi, doing anything?
Nope.
Okay. Ika.
Flying on a bird.
Ika is going to dash stealthily.
Okay.
So he's going to be moving 80 feet.
80 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Stealth check.
So that's going to be a 14.
14. Okay. Okay. So, for argument's sake, Farland is roughly 20 or so feet, right? Or is it more than that? How far in front of
It's
you?
got to be like 70 feet in front of us.
Okay, so you're about 70 feet in front of him, and Ika is about splitting the difference, give or take. Rough. We're being rough right now. Top of the order.
Real rough.
Boo.
The way your mother likes it, Trebek.
So, bonus action to reactivate my dodge once more, expending an additional key. I'm going to call out to him. Yeah, about your little birds. I think some people are waiting on you back in Certain Gorge. You should probably check in on them.
Persuasion check.
Plus a d4.
Why not? Wow.
Max on everything?
It's a 19 plus 4 plus
Still pretty good.
plus 2. So,
25.
yeah, like you said.
Yes, I'll take that into account. Doing anything else? Are you moving or are you staying there?
Oh, I'm going to continue
Strafing?
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of circle around since I can see
Okay.
that my friends are going.
Got it.
I know that they're going.
Are you doing
this way,
are you doing stealth or are you trying to make noise while you're doing it?
Well, I'm keeping his attention if I can.
Okay.
And since I still have an action,
Get all actiony.
yeah, no, I'll hold on to that
Okay.
actually.
So we'll call it you're about maybe 140 feet or so away from his face, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the idea is that I'm kind of continuing to just be like,
No, I get it. I get
until
it.
I can
Him to
get
turn
to
his
the
head this
left side of him,
Got it.
and hopefully have him just turn fully away from them.
Got it. Shidobi.
I am going to just glide on the winds, and I'm going to be moving 120 feet stealthily in the sky.
Okay.
Question: how thick is the snow? Is it like real thick, like a foot thick, or how thick?
The snow that you're walking on, the
That
walking.
they're walking on. I mean,
I mean, a lot of it's compacted, but it's thick. It's roughly about a foot, maybe.
okay.
But it's that really annoying snow that's kind of just like
Slushy?
constant. No, it's more powder. It's blowing a lot.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just coasting.
Okay. Stealth dude.
Uh, 19 total.
19. Okay. So I have maybe Farland there, Jadobi, Ika, and Tor. Is that right? You guys can see the dots?
Yeah.
Give or take, and Boo is right on there. Okay. Just for reference points. Torque.
I will continue moving forward stealthily.
Okay. Just your regular movement, or are you dashing?
Just regular movement. Oh. That'll make it even 20.
20. Okay.
Because I have the plus 10. Thank God.
Granasso takes 2 more giant steps forward. There you are. Interesting. Perception check, please.
Just so I'm clear, forward is...
He's walking towards Barack.
Okay, so forward is to the left of us.
Correct. So,
Left to left.
if you
Just
want
wanna make
to
sure. That's all good.
say- He's,
What did I notice forward?
he's more in this general vicinity now. So the portal is open a tad.
18 perception.
18. You see in the back of his throat, like the glistening of what would almost appear off in the distance. It's very hard. It's about 120 feet away or so, but very, very faintly, you see what looks to be like a torchlight that's coming kind of in the background of maybe where he is at.
It's in the middle of his mouth. Interesting.
Interesting. Farland.
So I'm. How far would you say from the gate?
Maybe 100 feet.
All right, I'll do what I did before.
Okay. Stealth check.
He'll do what he did before.
Does 39 count? I already have plus 10 stealth.
It's like you misty step before you misty step. All right. So you get close. Go ahead and do another stealth when you land.
He's got to be at the gate at this point.
Oh, that's what I was
Very
going
close.
for. 24.
24. Perception check.
He steps through the gate.
Ooh, natural 20.
That is probably the perfect time in the world to get that.
Good.
Excellent.
Woohoo!
I'm glad it turned out that way.
Does end your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 second.
I get a note, and you guys don't. It's my note.
It's my note, and I'll cry if I want to.
Depends what it says, I guess.
You're gonna be crying.
It's just his.
It's just a note that says you're now dead.
It's just a drawing that says dick butt on it.
The dragon.
I'm just gonna draw him a
The dragon's
dick.
looking at Boo, and he farted at you, and you're dead.
Denahi,
It's like what?
are you doing anything?
Dick butt.
Getting dick.
I shift a little to the right.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm leaning on his butt cheek now.
Does that make sense?
You need to return, right?
All right.
Make sense?
I have a few turns to ponder it.
Sure.
You had to start.
Aika.
He is going to stealthily move 80 feet forward.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Out loud.
It's gonna get pretty close to fire, though.
29.
29. Okay. Aika is getting relatively close. Yeah. Top of the order. Boo.
So I spent some time with an old friend of yours. He had a lot to say.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, the one that kicked your ass last time. And key to make sure I've got my dodge on.
And who might that be?
Nice. Elgrave. Trained with him for
Legendary action.
a few months, maybe years. I don't know.
action.
Cool.
Do I?
Which means
It's
now you're
disadvantage
getting a
for
breath weapon.
disadvantage for a range.
First,
attack?
it's a wisdom check before you can attack me.
19.
Toasted blue.
Okay. Now you're disadvantaged to attack me.
Okay. Okay. Can you please make a DC dexterity save, please?
Huh.
Oh. I love that. It was like, oh, duh, oh, oh, oh.
Holy shit, I got 11 plus dex on my save. So that's a 25 dex save.
Okay. So, you watch as the second you make that comment, his posture and everything changes. He gets a little bit more aggressive, and you watch as a big giant ball of fire releases from his mouth and it comes to hit you. You take 65 points of fire damage halved to 32.
Okay. Well, in that case, as the action on there, I'd give myself 45 HP back.
As a monk, don't
Just
you
a reaction?
if you pass a dex save, don't you get like no?
Oh, he's right. If I am successful on a dex save against an attack, I take no damage instead of half.
Okay.
So forget my healing.
It just singed your hair as it went by.
And I actually do that at Granasso.
Suck it down.
Okay, and your turn.
Yeah, I reactivated my dodge, and I'll continue strafing.
Okay.
Thank you. Forgot about that.
Jadobi.
120 feet stealthily toward the gates.
Okay, stealth check.
Oh, so much better. Woo! Woo! All right.
Fucking owl, you're so quiet.
I know, right? 36 total.
Okay.
And I'll just coast. I'm done.
Torque.
I will continue stealthily moving towards the gate.
Okay.
And I will do that with a 26 plus 5 makes it 31.
31. Okay. Speak his name again, insect.
Dice Ogre?
I wonder how long you keep that smirk
That name?
when your friends realize that they're not that sneaky.
Well, I don't know how much longer they need to be sneaky.
Farland?
Like, Farland has to be through the gate at this point. Oh, here we go, the big twist.
Do some elf shit.
Does anyone else see this? The gate.
Everyone except for Boo and Torque can roll a perception check.
Oh, except.
Yeah, because you guys are a little too far away. Deny it.
Come up to you.
Not to see what he's talking about. You can roll one too.
Oh.
And Ica if you want.
20 total for me.
Yeah.
And for Ica.
14.
14.
18 total for Ica.
Okay, you can share that with those two.
Okay.
So Farland's talking to you guys. That's what you guys see, though.
Okay. Copy.
Can anyone think of why the gate would be doing that?
Is it closing soon?
Did the last gate close when it was flickering like that?
I don't fucking know. I'm from one hometown. I'm all over the goddamn place. I don't know what's happening right now. There's a fucking dragon right there. We should go for it now.
Very sudden.
So,
There's a goddamn
Farl-
dragon.
So-
All right.
Comes
So-
out.
Farland is going to take a deep breath and touch the gate with one hand.
Okay. As you get close to the gate and you reach out with your hand, going to feel what
If you
looks to
lose
be
a
a
limb
gate,
again, I
you
swear.
watch as your hand passes right through the stonework and the what looks to be the actual portal. There's nothing there.
Nothing there like it's an illusion, or nothing there like I can just
entire
walk right
thing
through the
You
stone.
can do our
See what?
you can do a intelligence check.
Alright. Check. Alright, a little high.
Is it high at least? Oh.
So, what do you want to do?
It was a total of 10.
Okay, you're not sure.
Put my face
Okay.
through.
As you put your face through, you see the other side of the rock cliff and the mountain's face.
The
Like there's
mirage.
nothing there.
You guys, I don't think this is the real gate.
What are you talking about?
What?
I just put my face through it. There's nothing on the other side but more rocks.
Everyone retreat.
You guys.
Retreat where? Trixie's gone.
Past this gate.
Fuck. I tap on your owl shoulder. I think it's time go up somewhere away from here. Did you hear that? The gate's an illusion. It's not actually there.
Oh, that was perfect. I'm going
Yes, his
to
motorboat was perfect.
hold my sword in a defensive stance and ready an attack that'll be triggered if I am attacked.
Okay. Well, get ready. Please make a dex save.
Get ready, because here it comes.
Dex save, which by the way, when I'm holding my sword, I get a +4 to saving throws. So 18 total +4 is 22.
22. Okay. So with that, as you are speaking through the earpiece, you hear a slight ring in your ear, and you get to that defensive stance. And about that time, you see through the corner of your eye Granasso's tail coming to swipe you. You're able to kind of dodge it, but you still get hit. But you maintain your feet on the ground. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Denahi.
That sounds like you get hit.
He got
Just
hit.
Take 22
He
points.
kind of
and not
got
get
got
hit.
like grat tails.
Grazed with a
Does
giant.
that
Yes.
trigger your...
It's a hell of a graze.
So then, does that trigger my attack since I was
Yes.
attacked? All right.
So his tail is there.
All right.
And do I see this happening?
Perception check.
31 to hit.
Hits.
Gotta love them +13 weapons.
Jesus.
And as always, would I get extra damage from? No, he's a dragon, so he's not a.
He's
thief.
not undead. No.
All right, so I just get my 2 10s for a total of 8 plus 8, 16 damage.
16. Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Denahi. Perception
I
check.
rolled a 2.
The 2. You didn't see shit. Nope.
Yeah, I'm still like talking to him.
Okay.
What should we do? We should probably leave. Fight somewhere in these mountains.
I don't respond. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I hear her.
Yep. So you doing anything else, or you just hanging on?
I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna point. Well, actually, I can't reach it. How far am I from the dragon?
I don't know. We'll call it
Me and her are 20 feet away from the gate.
60 feet, maybe, from the dragon, give or take.
Well, I'm gonna reach into my pocket then. I'm gonna grab a handful of diamond dust, blow it out of the palm of my hand, and it's gonna seep into my pores and then cast stone skin.
Okay.
So lava's gonna crust over all the way to my face and harden like rock. And that's gonna be my action.
Okay. Aika.
He is running for. No. Yeah. Ika's gonna move 40 feet toward the gate. Stealthily,
Stealth check.
you know, just in case.
Because he doesn't have earpiece, so he's just following
Exactly.
what you guys are doing.
Ooh, dice gel. 6 stealth.
Okay. Good to know. Boo.
And he's going to ready an action. He's going to ready his claws just in case anything gets real. That's it.
Boo.
Okay. Bonus action, keeping my dodge activated still. And I'm going to say to Granasso, I'd like to parlay. Tell me, what's going on with this gate here?
Well, that's what you call a trap.
So are you working with Victor?
No. But you're definitely my prisoners.
So who are you serving?
Myself.
I was gonna say, that's a good thing, because a big bad dragon like you shouldn't be trying to work for any other gods or other vampire cunts. So it's in your best interest, I think, to just do your own thing.
You can do a persuasion check, maybe. Yeah, we'll call it that. Why not?
It's the same thing again.
Nice.
Okay.
So 25.
Okay. Doesn't give you a response, but just is looking at you.
And
And then...
Don't worry about
And then...
That's all.
Okay.
Yep.
Jadobi.
I'm still continuing that circle though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. After hearing what Denahi just told me, can I see if the gate is actually an illusion or if the real gate has just been tampered with? Like, can I
Do a persuasion check or perception check.
So that's gonna be 25.
Okay. The closer you look at it, it looks like it's an illusion. You don't see any gate at all.
And looking around, being 20 feet, 30 feet? I think I'm 20 feet. Do I see any other possible gate around in the distance?
Now you can do another perception check.
Nice joke for this one, but goodbye. So that's going to be a 28.
28. Nope, you don't see anything.
Alright, well, after that, I am going to... I don't want to leave everybody, but I will be coasting 30 feet to our right, going towards the mountains. Stealthily.
Okay.
And that's all.
Torque.
He's, I'm assuming, looking away from me.
Correct.
So I'm going to pull out Redemption and throw it at him.
Okay. Roll for attack.
I am within range, yes?
What are you aiming for?
Actually, like, I'm assuming he's looking away from me, so like his hindquarters.
Okay.
Like,
So yeah,
like
just
a
give
back
him
thigh or
a better description. He is a very large black dragon, much larger than you remember when you went back in time. He has a lot of armor around his body. Looks like he has armor on his arms and his legs and his chest, and he has a big giant spine of armor. And most of the armor is colored in a red color of sorts. So you're aiming for his back quarter.
I was going to try to, yes,
Okay.
but I mean, if it's super armored, it seems like kind of pointless.
Well, I mean, even
now
his
that
normal
I see
skin
this.
looks armored, but like the scales are just a little bit larger where they are red, opposed to where his black scales are.
Okay, well, I'll be looking for any sort of gap,
Sure.
and I'm throwing
Roll for
Redemption
attack.
into it,
Roll for attack.
and a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
That hits.
So, wow, all right, good times. The initial hit would be 24 points. I want to, initiate rage. Sorry.
Sure.
I want to initiate my rage and then throw this thing.
Okay.
And then, so that would be 24 points of damage with an additional 18, 30, 26 points of more of radiant damage.
Okay. Is that total?
That's total.
Okay. Is that double?
Got a couple ones in there.
Got it. Okay. Did you add the dragon damage from your weapon?
That was just the dragon damage. I haven't done the lightning buff because I didn't call it out yet.
Got it. But also just a regular weapon damage. You got that in there too.
That's just 2d12.
Got it. And then plus the dragon, which is
Plus the dragon is 4d12 radiant.
got it.
that
So you
was-
rolled 6d12
Yes.
and you doubled it.
I did not double it yet. No.
Okay.
So, good lord. Okay, hold on. That makes it. The first one was 26 points.
Yes.
So then that would be doubled. Yes, and then the radiant I assume does not double.
That's still dice. That's still dice damage.
Fantastic. So double that to
What was it?
54.
Yeah, I'm so lost right now. So what
That's
was
So
what was
that's like 106 points of damage.
what was the first dice roll?
54 of it
What was the
is-
first dice roll? The 2d12. What was the 26? The 26 was radiant?
26 was radiant. The first one was the 24.
24. So we're talking 30. That's 50 points. When we double it,
50
it's 100
points there.
points. So it's
and
100
then
points.
the radiant was another 26, and if you're doubling that, then
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's 100 points even plus. What's your plus?
10.
10. Plus 3 when you're raging, so plus 13. 113.
Surprise bananas.
And then the axe conveniently uncleaves itself and comes back to my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start looking for a way to get around these hills to give myself some sort of cover.
Which way are you going? North or south? Because they're mountains, they're not hills.
Okay then.
It's like a ridge.
I'm gonna run towards the other side of this fucking
Use
whatever
your
this
pointer.
ruse is.
Where's the pointer at?
Okay, so if I'm over here,
Yeah.
somewhere in this area, right? But we haven't moved the dot, so I'm somewhere in this area at this point.
Yeah.
So I want to start moving just away from him,
Okay.
but still keeping him within my range if I can.
Got it. Okay. Can you make a dex save for me?
A dex save? Why, that sounds ridiculous. Sorry. Just realized how lame I am. And I get to re-roll that anyway, so that makes it even better. So my dex save would be 15.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you read this, please? You can't do anything about it until next turn. Granasso is going to, after being hit, he turns around, looking in the general direction where you all were, where he felt some sort of contact and a sting from you as well. He's going to go ahead and... Yeah, why not? Can all four of you make a dexterity save?
We're really far away.
You were right above Ica, is what you said.
No. We veered off 40 feet going...
Which
Towards the mountains.
Which way? Point. Laser pointer. Because you said you
We're
weren't.
gonna go
You
on
said
this
you
way.
weren't leaving them, so you say contradictory things. So
We're not leaving, but we're getting to safety. So we're going over here. So right now we're 60 feet
so you're
away
you're
from
in the
Granasso.
mountains. Got it.
And
So
20 foot up.
you and Ica make a dexterity save, please.
That would make you 80 feet.
Ooh, that's good.
Ruby dance.
32.
32.
20 total.
20 total. Okay, you both succeed,
Wow.
but you both take 31 points of acid damage as you watch as a big spray in a cone of acid comes pouring out. You watch as it melts the snow and the rocks and debris around you, but you and Ica both catch like a flail of this acid spray. Ends his turn. Farland.
I'm sorry, you said that was for how much damage, or any damage, or
31.
I said 31.
30?
That is halved.
That is half.
Yes, that is. It was 62.
All right. What a coincidence. That takes me down to 62.
Hmm.
So, I have seen them start to make a break for the mountains,
Okay.
and so I'm engaged with it. So I really don't want to create an opportunity attack. Clean.
But you're literally at the gate.
I'm at what appears to be a gate.
Right, you're there.
What are you doing?
Screw it. I'm going to make a break in the direction that they're going, and I'm going to use my move dash Misty Step to
Okay.
get as close to the
Can you make a dexterity save before you Misty Step?
21.
21. Torque, can you please hand him that card? Okay. Since you're still in the middle of your action, you can think, ponder, respond to that.
Like a big what?
Kinda. Do you still Misty Step? You can hold on to it. Or yeah, whatever. Is that
Yes, I will not Misty Step.
okay?
So in which case, then I just move 70 feet in that direction.
Okay. Okay. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Denahi.
As we're flying away, I'm gonna try to ping everyone.
Okay.
Is everyone all right? What's happening down there? We're headed towards the mountains. Hello? That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Things are okay over here. What are you guys doing?
Why are you speaking like that? Can he see you?
Then why do you just tap that ass?
Someone attacked it?
He just turned really suddenly.
That's about all you guys can say. Okay. Do anything else?
No. She's
Okay.
like,
Aika?
Is Aika within hitting distance to to anything?
I mean, the dragon is probably 80 feet from Micah, maybe.
Oh, excellent. And Farland is going towards the mountain, so Aika's going to go towards the mountain as well. He's going to move 80 feet.
Do a perception check for Aika. Because no one's talking to Aika, so Aika is just
chasing butterflies.
kind of.
Don't go chasing
Hear that there's a
butterflies.
dragon.
21. Aika succeeds on his save. Aika actually turns and starts running the opposite direction of the dragon. He just got acid, so he's booking it.
Okay, so he's going
He's
towards the
looking at
mountains.
it that way.
He's going back the way you came.
Not towards the mountains.
He's going this way.
And I forgot to do his thing. So what
Along
was
the
it?
mountains.
31, I think.
31.
Yeah. Okay.
Go, Aika, go.
Top of the order, Boo.
Even though he sees the team going towards the mountain, he's going to go south.
He's an owlbear.
He's an owl bear, first off. Secondly,
hit by
everyone was kind of
acid.
dispersed, so like he's not looking at people, he's looking at a dragon. He just got hit in the face with acid.
Okay.
And remember, we do his wisdom save to where because you're not giving him commands, so it's him just acting on animal instinct. A big giant dragon just spit acid at him, so he's running away.
Fuck this.
Kind of thing. Okay. Boo.
Okay. Dodge. And continuing to strafe. Granasso! Over here! Why don't you give me like a big villain monologue about what you're planning here?
Why don't I just eat your owl friends?
Plural?
Granasso is now about 40 feet off the ground, facing the mountains.
Oh.
She's looking at the back of him.
Anything else?
Give it to you. I love it. You just pulled out a fucking Sandler. Doobie-doo.
Can I see any of the rest of the team?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snow is way too thick, and you're really far away from everybody.
Because I'm continuing to just do that strafing, so if I like manage to circle all the way back almost to them now, or
Like, you think you're over here?
am I getting there?
I don't know. You just tell me. The dragon is
He's
now
here, then I
facing
attacked
this way.
him. I attacked him, so he should be. Then he would have moved to here.
Sure,
The dragon's
that's
looking
fine.
this way, so you're seeing a profile of him.
Okay. But I can't see the rest of the team at all.
I would say no. I mean, you
Apparently,
could
we can barely see him.
you could do your check. Actually, do an insight check.
Okay. That is a 28.
28. You see a very similar yellow glow that looks like Torque. You see a glow of what looks to be an owl and potentially Danahi flying way far away in the mountains, but that seems to be the direction that the dragon is facing. You see Aika booking it down the way, and you see two yellow glows of sorts. One that looks like Farland.
But something else.
Is all you see?
Yeah, just gonna... You know, I haven't used an action, so I am going to dash for some extra movement towards that other yellow glow to try to get a better look at it.
Which way?
The one that's not Harlan.
Okay, I mean they're both like side by side at the moment, like they're right next to each other.
Oh, well then towards him.
Okay. And your turn,
Yeah.
Jadobi.
Okay, I am going to. How far away are we from Torque and Farland?
I mean you lost visibility for both of them. I mean they're on the base of the mountain to the left of, like, right at 4 tiles over. Like they're
We're here.
yeah. Torque and Farland roughly here. You said you were going this way, so you're far away. The dragon's closer to you than where they are.
Okay.
Dragon is now moving over to here.
Okay. I am going to make a turn to the right, going south.
Like towards Ica? Laser pointers for the win.
All right.
Get some fresh beats.
So Ica's like, so I'm right here. Ica's like right here, and the rest of the team is like right here. So I'm gonna go this way. I want to be right. I want to fly right in between Ica and the gang here. So I'm gonna go right here in the middle.
Okay.
The gang
there's
is
no,
not where you think.
There's no gang there, but yes, you're right there.
The gang, if anything, is up here, but you don't
Yeah.
see us at all.
I just said that.
And Ica's running down here, and you were over here, so you're coming this way.
There's all that thick, windy snow still going on, right?
Lou is right about there. Torek last time you saw him was there. Farland last time you saw him was there. Ica's right here.
And you are there.
Okay.
But so you're flying towards Ica, just to be so I'm clear. It's 20 dots, like a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to. I'm
Okay.
going towards Ica.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fly to Ica. We're gonna land. I am going to use my bonus to shapeshift myself back to me.
Okay.
And my action through the earring. Guys, where are you? I'm with Nahi and Ica. Where is everyone?
I'm circling back around.
All right, I have a plan. If I can find you, I think we can all fly out of here. And I'm going to take out my staff, hit it to the ground, and make this giant magic circle of pink and purple. I'm going to call out, friends, I need your help. I need you. And out of the magic circle, as I conjure woodland beings, I'm going to conjure 8 pixies.
Okay.
They're going to fly out. And I'm going to give them all an order. We all need to be big flying things. All of us. And I'm going to have... One of them is going to shapeshift Denahi into a white owl. The other one's going to shapeshift Ica into a giant owl. And the third one's going to shapeshift me.
Okay.
So all 3 of us are now giant white owls. And the 3... Each pixie, there's going to be like 3... There's 8 pixies. I'm going to have 2 on me. She's going to have 2 on her. Ica's going to have 3 on him. Or 4 on him.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my turn. I don't think I have any more movement. And that's it.
Okay. Okay. Torque.
What are you doing? Shh. I got that. Trying to put your tiny finger over my mouth.
And he turned and he runs away. Down the tunnel.
I'm looking around. Do I see
Perception
Farland
check.
as well?
So also you heard what sounded to be your friends talking through the earpiece, but all you heard was
Well, and I couldn't respond because dude has a finger over my mouth. Which was not good because he's tiny. Sorry.
and technically he put his finger over his
Tiny
mouth.
little motor finger.
He put his finger like this, not like this.
Whatever. Sorry, that's a 9 perception.
9. So what you see is very, very dimly lit tunnel that you're kind of having to kind of crouch in a little bit, but you see a dwarf of some sort with white hair, white beard. It looks like he has some sort of handkerchief over his face and he has goggles on his eyes, and you see him moving really fast for what looks to be an old dwarf, and he books it to the right and he goes down a tunnel to the right and you lose sight. But it looks like there's a series of different tunnels in that space. Okay.
I will, I guess, start moving towards him.
Okay.
And I'll try the earpiece again.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Farland, you can hear him.
Yes, I can hear you. Why
Farland.
can't they hear us?
I don't know. I don't know how they did this to us, but we better follow them.
How deep is the hole we're in?
I mean, you fell 10, 15 feet,
Okay.
and
that's all I need
it's like dug in thing. But about that time, that Torque is like the dwarf that I just described is sitting right in front of you as you fell in. He's going.
You're a weird little one, are you? And then,
And he books it and he starts running down again. Anything else?
I start running after him, I guess.
Okay. Granasso now in flight. Let's see, do perception. Yeah, that's perception. Woo, natural 20. God damn. Can why are we doing this right now? That's what I don't
know.
Can you and your fairies, can you and Ika, can everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please?
The anticipation is too much now.
4?
It's just very coincidental because there's a little white door.
That's not what he looks like, but I love it.
that's too bad.
So,
That's
4
really
for Denahi.
12, 13 for me and Ika.
12 and 13. You're going to do one for your people, too? So, you all take 98 points of fire damage.
Ooh, holy crap. Fuck you.
So, if you're in owl form, what's the owl's hit
It's
points?
gone, it's out.
Okay.
So,
Am I still fire
so wait,
resistant?
90 what?
What did I say, 98?
I thought it was 92.
92?
92.
Minus 29.
I thought it was 92. I thought you said 92.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
it was
so
98
your owl
up
form-
and 98 degrees.
How many hit points does the owl have?
5.
92 minus 29 equals. So all of our physical forms take 63 points of what damage?
Fire.
Fire damage. Yeah, you have 63.
31 points.
I could take 63. Is he still up?
63 points of... Nope.
No.
Also... How high off the ground were you?
We landed.
Yeah, because he smacked his staff on the ground, right?
And you turned into owls. You didn't start flying away? So you're
No.
just on the ground?
Yes.
We get a fact check. It's fine. No, Ika's down.
Okay. The fairies are gone.
Oh, okay. So, you watch as Granasso is swooping in your direction and just launches this giant fireball and just annihilates you and your forms, and you all instantly lose your form. You take half the damage. Ika goes limp and falls on the ground. Farland.
Now let's see. I'm gonna look in my inventory real quick, see if I have anything. You said about 10 to 15 feet. I'm going to. I want them to be able to find us, so I'm going to light a torch and throw it up with the intent of it landing.
Okay,
Just
roll
outside.
roll a strength check. Please make a perception check.
What are you doing?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. 16. I would say you'd be close enough because you were following their essence anyway, but you do see what looks to be a torch that was lit and thrown over. It comes out of the hole. It's in the ground, but the second it comes out into the air, it kind of starts to fizzle out and hits the ground and dissipates. But you did see where it came out of. End your turn?
That ends my turn.
Okay. Denahi.
Alright. A little singe there. Gonna reach behind myself. I'm gonna touch the Shadow Slayer. I'm gonna check if I'm attuned to it.
You are.
Nice. So just get like a download of all the shit it can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the knowledge!
I would have said you would.
I know kung fu.
You would have done that on the flyover. I would assume.
Okay, gotcha.
What kind of helicopter is it? Okay, cool, I can fly it.
Kind of a novice at it. So how far is the dragon right now?
He blew the fire, and he's roughly like right above you with his head up. Looks like he's he's turning towards the cliff. So I would say 40 feet,
We are
maybe.
looking to the cliff.
Because he's kind of like, if this was you guys, he kind of came in and he's doing like a bank to go back towards the gate and where everybody else was.
Alright. I'm gonna attack him anyways.
Sure.
Can't touch him. I could do that.
Just do whatever you're doing. Do what you're doing.
Yeah. You're just gonna hear a loud piercing noise come from his chest as I cast Shatter on him.
Okay.
It sounds like an anime. It's like shing.
Pretty much. And it's gonna hurt for a while.
I was like that sound.
It's gonna leave a bad
Is it a save on my
stain.
side?
A Constitution save, yeah.
Woo!
Bet that dragon
Natural
has low
one.
constitution.
Yay! You lose, beach.
That dragon has weak constitution.
It's been a while.
He has really good constitution. I just rolled a natural one. That sucks.
Oh, let me feel bad for you. Oh wait, I don't. Our stealth plan of moving around the dragon is turned into you're fighting the dragon.
Like your space dice.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die down here.
44 points of damage.
44 points. And what's the effect? It's just like
10-foot radius.
it's like it chimes in his head. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like he's in on itself.
So as he begins to bank and swoop, you see him kind of go, like he kind of like shakes it off, and he loses altitude quickly. He doesn't crash, but loses altitude quickly, and takes 44. You said? Something. I did too. I do it all the time. It's fine.
44 points.
Call it 44. Okay. End your turn.
Yup.
Can Ica please make his first death save?
13 he makes it.
13. Okay.
What was that?
Top of the order, Boo.
If anyone can hear me, I think there's a passage into the underground that might be our best bet of getting out of here. And I'm gonna...
So Denahi and Jadobi, you do hear that over the earpiece.
The tunnel thing.
What he just said, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't.
Oh, you weren't listening. Okay.
I'm heading into it now. And with that, I'm going to actually... How far from a hole am I?
I mean, you were swooping in, so
Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm gonna swoop right into that hole.
sure. So you come into the
Right
hole.
into that hole.
Farland's sitting there waiting for you.
Farland!
Not that close.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
I don't know if they told us to do that.
I'm already running.
Yeah, Torque isn't there. Torque like started following the
Is
other.
it just you down here?
No, Torque is down the hallway. You wait here for the others, and on my turn, I will.
Okay.
Okay, and just for safety's sake, I'm gonna keep myself dodged, but I'm also... Have you been hurt?
Yes.
I'm gonna touch him and give him back...
Touch me now.
13 HP.
I'll take it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Thanks, Boo.
Yeah.
Jadobi.
I am going to healing word Ica.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. This is no place to die. Come on. 2d6.
Roll.
15.
15.
I for 15.
Okay. So 15 points go into Ica. You watch as his eyes open up.
No, I want the chicken. What the fuck is going on?
Popeye sold out
A
of
lot
our
of
chicken
shit. We have to
sandwich.
get out of here. So that was my bonus action. I am going to. I heard that they're going into some cave or hole over there. So again, I am going to.
Perception check. Perception check.
Close, almost a Chewy.
That's going to be. Perception. 9 total for me.
9 total. Okay. You see about 40, 50 feet towards the mountain. You see almost like a flicker of light not like candlelight, but like a flicker of light. Like it catches your eye a little bit, and you kind of look, but the snow is still pretty thick. But you do see like a flick of light.
Is that where the dragon goes?
No, that's the opposite. Actually, the opposite direction of the light. So like, the dragon swooped here, then I hit him. So you see something over here.
Okay. How far away am I from it, roughly?
About 40 feet
About
or
40
so.
feet?
The snow is really thick. It's hard to say.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, I can't work it. Oh well. I'm gonna say, over there. Let's go over there. And I'm going to run 60 feet toward it.
Okay. So as you get there and you watch as the little flickering light becomes brighter and brighter, and it looks to be that there's a very strange looking, what looks to be a dwarven fellow with a beard, and he looks like he has a handkerchief over his face and goggles, and he's a lot of like snow wear on, and he's holding what looks to be like a broken seashell, and he's kind of like flickering what looks to be candlelight coming in from a cave or an entranceway, and he's flickering it at your direction. So you get there, and he's like waving you, and he's telling you this, and he's just waving you into a tunnel. So you have 20 more feet. Are you going in the tunnel?
Do I see anyone else, or just see him?
You just see him.
It's either him or the dragon, so I'm going the rest of the way.
Okay, so you dart through the tunnel. End your turn?
Yeah, I want to be still at the mouth of it, so I can make sure Denahi and Aika are coming.
Okay. Torque?
I ran around the corner towards the dwarven figure.
Okay. Do a dexterity check for me. What? That's music.
Oh, God. Dex is not going to be high at all. It's going to be like a 4.
A 4. So you're running and you see this dwarf, and you saw a good look at him. He looked like he was an old dwarf man. And you're running, but that little fucker is gone down this. But you saw a long corridor.
Yeah, he was super speed.
And you're like running. You're like, my hammy, my hammy. And you're just running.
Oh, God, that hurts. Oh.
But you do see him run off into the distance.
Before we started.
Yes. End your turn.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Sure. I'm going to try this.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Jadobi can hear you. Farley can hear you, and Barakabu can hear you.
So, I'm assuming that we're all going to different holes?
Correct.
Okay. Just like prom night.
Farley, were you still standing next to him?
Not for all of us, okay.
Until the beginning of my turn.
Well, if your prom night had the same
when
hole.
he talked to me, I talked to him, said wait here, and
Got
then I
it.
said on my...
Got it. Can you two make dexterity saves?
Me too?
Yep.
Remember, you get +4.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, okay.
I don't need your +4.
33.
33, okay. So as you two are having this conversation, you hear like the bellowing and the burling of a giant fireball, and fire just explodes into this hole, and Barakabu standing there with his wings out, looking unfazed from this fire, but you just catch it right in the face, and you take 29 points of fire damage. That is halved, by the way.
All right.
And that ends Granasso's turn, and you hear a
insects.
Farley, your turn.
Damn dragon. And, after, collecting myself and patting out all the flames,
You okay?
yes, wait here for them, and book it down the hall behind Torque.
Okay.
Right here where you can get damaged.
He didn't get damaged.
I know.
I got damaged.
But he can't, yeah.
And that's it. I'm just running.
Denahi,
Looking around. Where's the dragon at? What's happening?
perception check.
White dragon.
Jadobi, you said something while you ran, right?
Yeah, tell them to follow me.
Okay.
This way, I see someone over there, follow me.
I got an 8.
An 8?
I can go that around
Sure.
you.
I mean, he's standing right in front of you, so you watch him book. Like, he healed Ike and said, fuck this, and then ran that way.
Okay, fuck this too. Running the same route.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you get there and you see the same thing. You see Jadobi kind of like telling you, waving you in. You see a dwarven fellow like I described before, and you enter the tunnel.
Come on!
Aika?
Throw on my coat.
Team as one, we say, fuck it.
Aika is spending his
Nobody?
movement
Really?
to get there. I didn't know
Nobody?
what was
Okay. Aika gets up and then books it towards the cave.
Cool.
Barakabu.
Is he there yet?
Who?
Ica.
Yes.
he's-
Everyone is in
Alright, cool.
in the cave entrance. So once Ica gets there, the four of you now get deeper into the cave, and it looks like he kind of shoves what looks to be like a boulder of some sort to kind of cover the cave entrance, and the four of you enter the cave, like the catacombs, a little bit deeper. Brock,
Okay. So if I take a look around, I can obviously. I saw Farland. Can I see the outlines or presence of anyone
do
else?
your perception or insight. I can't remember.
That's a 1.
1. It's all a little fuzzy right now. There's still like smoke and ash kind of sizzling around you.
Can anybody hear me?
Everybody
Yes.
can hear you.
Are you guys all safe?
We're in
I think.
tunnels.
Just running.
I think I'm alright. Where are you?
I'm at the bottom of a hole, and the dragon's up there spitting fire at us. He seems pretty mad.
You should move.
Are you in a hole or are you in a cave?
Well, I mean, now it's a cave, but it was a hole that I went in.
I see.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I take it there's probably like debris down on the ground, like little pebbles and sticks and whatnot.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to arrange them a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast light upon them so that they light. And I'm going to head down the tunnel and leave behind a glowing message that says, "Bye, bitch."
Performance check.
That's a 19.
19.
Spells it all out, and then goes, all right. And it just
Okay,
says,
so
"Bitch."
to expedite this, we'll say 10, 15 minutes go by, and you all do end up meeting, and you see this dwarven fellow now. You pass through the catacombs, and the dragon is still up there roaring, and you hear in the background, you can hear and feel like the fire being blown through these holes. The dwarven, God, guys,
I'm gonna go across.
Sorry.
you know, we can change. He can come in the hole if you want. That's fine. No, so
Wow.
I mean,
God.
hey.
Yep.
You're like, don't go there. Now I'm going to just push it all
Anyway,
away.
anyway.
I like this.
So the dwarf is
It's
standing
in
there, right there next to you, and you're all 6 of you now with Ica are staring at the dwarf, and he pulls his goggles up and puts them on his head, and he removes his handkerchief. Dominic, would you like to take a seat at the table?
Oh.
I knew it.
Well-
Not surprised at all.
Oh, no, I'm just going to hang out and pretend I got other things to do. Yeah.
It's not so.
So, in these different, we went through different entrances of these different tunnels, and we saw the same person each at the different.
He was running through getting you.
Interesting.
He's a very fast dwarf.
Interesting.
Olympic sprinter
Should we
dwarf.
just break
Can you-
now and
don't worry.
have him be there? And...
No, it's fine.
That's his mini.
So what are you guys doing?
favorite is that you, like, I have to open this now.
It's a little white-bearded
It's
dwarf.
an unboxing.
It's like it's just
Yeah, but if we're going to do an unboxing, we got to have it, like, you know, set
Eric.
up.
Hey, buddy.
Or twist, yeah. There you go.
Long time no see.
Hey. Alright. Where am I at? in relation to them?
So you're standing right in front of them. You're in one of like the main.
And are they all together with me? Or are they...
Yes, they're all kind of out of breath and staring at you
Oh.
as you've kind of gathered them in various
I
different.
still have some.
You look
Why are we here?
Well, he's a
It's very
dwarf.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
How did you get us from all these different openings all over the mountain?
And very fast.
Is there more of you?
You realize
He
he's
kind
a
of
dwarf,
looks. He
right?
kind of just takes
What does
his
that mean?
goggles
You being
off.
racist?
And kind of looks over at you, looks up at the really big one. And is like, the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck were you thinking? Come with me. I'm gonna storm off towards
Okay.
deeper in.
I'm sorry, who are you? I don't follow.
Apparently it doesn't matter.
What are you guys doing?
I shall.
What would you prefer, to
Dwarf,
go back up to
follow.
the surface and get killed?
Do I trust this man?
I mean, he just said
He's
one word.
yellow.
Insight, sure.
I yell as I go up, following him.
Are you?
I'm following the
Okay.
confusing dwarf.
What are you doing?
Oh, I respond to his comment. He looks dwarven to me.
18 insight.
I mean, he
Yes, he looks
everything
like
he
a
said
dwarf to
seemed
me, too.
truthful.
Okay.
To
I mean-
be fair, Torque, everyone looks like a dwarf to you.
He's very yellow, guys.
How far into this place are we? Is where the entrance still?
You're a little ways in. Like to where you picked these guys up was a little bit further away, and these 3 guys were walking or running from where you got them. You kind of met in the central location.
How far is it to the living room?
Like 100 feet, maybe.
Living room?
Like you're
Okay.
you're like in the front yard if you want
Alright,
to.
so
that's
further
all
away
worked
there.
Yes.
I'm gonna lean over.
I will kind of turn back down the hallway and call down. I'm not waiting any longer. I'll let the worm get you.
Worm. I
Fine, we have
make
to
kind of
go.
a quick pace
Sure.
in his direction.
Walking over.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm walking over cautiously.
Okay. So as you enter into the space, you're everything is like a very, very tight corridors. Barakabu has to duck a little bit. Torque definitely has to duck. Aika's like trying to squeeze in this. Like the cave itself is maybe 5 feet, but then it kind of bowls out a little bit, and it's maybe like 7 feet, 6 feet tall. I mean, it's built for a dwarf and a little bit more, right? But you walk into this door, and he opens this door, and you walk into this space, and it's a huge, what seems to be like a home. Like a home built within the mountains, and you see it's a living room, and there's
In
candles
this
and everything
floating
else,
rock
and yeah,
in the
you
sky.
can continue. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and kind of take off my snow gear, start putting it on the table, and turn back and says, "Well, what do you got to say for yourselves? What are you doing here?"
We were going to a portal.
We're
Yeah,
trying to
but
get to the air ward.
Oh, well, you're about 100 years too late for that. You
What?
really fucked up, didn't you?
What happened to the air ward?
What happened? They send me idiots. The air ward, do you
Excuse
not
you?
see the giant fucking beast?
No one sent us.
Alright, well, what are you doing? Why are you trying to get to the air ward?
I just find a chair and I pull it up for myself and sit down.
Okay.
We're trying to get some gems.
Brock, we don't share too much. I'm looking for someone there.
No, we can trust him.
Um,
I looked at him.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Well, I'm an overshare.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, might I ask, while you go back and forth on this, if you're trying to get through the portal, all very well and good, what was your plan to deal with the dragon?
Originally, we were just gonna fly by, just go straight into the portal.
And not fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks down and just hits his forehead. Aye. Well, that's
Made it
obviously not gonna work.
Made it out in one piece so far.
I see that. Looking around, how beat up are you guys?
I'm half dead.
I'm still
You're a
clean.
little
Oh,
scorched.
wonderful.
As you wonderful. As you look around, wherever your kitchen and your food stores is, Aika, this giant owl bear who came tumbling in last, is like barreling his head into your food storage.
Alright, you brought dinner.
Don't you touch Aika.
Is he talking about himself or me?
We don't know yet.
Can I hear the owlbear speak?
No, but he reacted to what you said. He looked
Oh.
at you and
Alright.
Am I to guess you know where the portal is to the air ward?
Aye, well, you saw it right out there, didn't you?
It was an illusion. It was fake.
That's roughly where it will be.
Will be.
Will be.
Oh.
Yes, well, suppose we better have a seat.
Like-
We're gonna be here a while, but who looks the most hurt of you guys? Like,
I got it.
Ika does?
the owl bear.
The owlbear. Alright, I'm gonna slowly approach the owlbear, and so this is your pet, is he?
He's my friend. Yes.
When you say the word pet, he stands up on all. You've never seen him do this. He stands back on his back legs and he just stands tall, and then he hits his head on some chandeliers or
Aika,
whatever.
watch
the
your
hell.
head.
Alright, you big fuck, calm down. And I'm gonna reach out and give him a little tip your wounds. There it is.
I just make eye contact with Aika like, I don't know. I trust this guy.
So you're doing cure wounds?
Yeah, level 2.
Okay.
That is. I have the cards. Sorry.
Take your time.
What a
I don't
noob.
have anything else to do, right?
No, I mean, seriously, take your time. I'm not worried about it. Good break.
We still don't know his name yet.
No.
That's 1. 8 plus 5 is 13.
13. Okay.
13.6.
So you heal Aiko for 13. He kind of does a little shimmy.
I still might eat him.
He comes back down. He goes back looking for more food.
Thank you for that.
Yes, why don't you all have a seat? Let's discuss what you're gonna do going forward from here, because
I think I'm gonna stand.
running around like a bunch of idiots around a angry dragon in the snow isn't gonna work.
How do we know he can't get down here?
Well, with all the noise you made, he might try and get down here.
You do hear off in the distance. It's like it feels like there's an earthquake, and it feels like he's either pounding or he's stepping, and yeah.
Yes, he's clearly angry.
So you said that the portal will be there. When will it be there?
When he's not.
Do you summon it?
I know it'll come back. I think. I'm not quite sure.
Is he lying to me?
Insight check.
Lying to me.
20 total.
He saved you from the dragon. You're like, oh, fuck him. He's
Ah.
clearly lying to me.
Oh, no, the dragon might have placed him here.
Clearly, he wants to just eat your face.
He's just here. Even
At
though he
least
helped
I
you,
guess.
he's like, no, I'm gonna eat
What
that.
did you roll?
It's not like
20.
your friend is able to see people's
What, are you
innocence
rolling
and
a
tell you
deception,
about
or-
it.
No, I'm
Okay.
telling the truth.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
No.
Look
You
at
could just trust Boo.
How long have you been here, sir?
Well, I've been
Perhaps
here.
we should know your name first.
Come into my home, ask my name. I don't know your names.
Dork?
Orc? What are you whispering, son?
Because he doesn't want us to talk to you.
All right. Barakabu,
Farland.
Farlan,
Denahi.
Danahi.
I don't say anything. I just look at him.
Jadobi.
Don't tell him! Fallen! We don't know him!
You see the owlbear start to
He
like
saved
chuckle.
us.
Did he?
Well, you're welcome to go
I
back
did save
outside.
you.
You're not dead now, are you? You were about to be.
Actually, he flew away. I don't know why he did that, but he flew away.
He was only circling around to come back for more.
Possibly.
Oh, he was toying with you. You ever seen when a cat gets a mouse and throws it in the air? That was you, fucker. Now, Mr.
Yeah,
I can't
fucker.
tell people my name. I'll tell you mine. I am Baron Thorim. I am the watcher of this gate when it is around. I have been here guarding it for, I don't even know, at least 300, 400 years. But then this great bastard came, and so I've been here, stuck. No gate to watch, all alone. About a century or so.
Sounds boring.
He's been here for a century?
He has.
Didn't...
You guys didn't do much research before they came out to a floating island in the sky, did you?
No, we did, but it's just that the people in the Gulch told us that they were expecting the dragon.
Yeah, any time now.
Well, only that
And we
much,
fought the dragon at one point many years ago in a, well, odd experience.
I'll look over you guys. Do any of them really look over 100 years old?
No.
How fucking old are you?
Even with my
You
beard?
look like children.
Your beard.
About 325 years old.
Yes, children.
When I look at him, do I recognize?
Him? Do a history check for him.
Nice job.
History.
So much dice
Like
jump
all
tonight.
night long.
Yeah.
He has like 5 in him.
15 total history.
15. He doesn't look familiar, no, but when he said his name, it sounded familiar. But as you're staring at him and you're questioning these things, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. So go ahead and hit exclamation point raffle to enter the mid-show giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and start this real quick.
Mid-show giveaway!
Giveaway.
And get some more people in here. We might be giving away another
Yep.
one of these beard shirts.
And we will see you guys in about 10 minutes or so.
Try to get this
And welcome back. Congratulations, Dirksus Maximus. Make sure you join our Discord and send me a private message, and I will get that game out to you as soon as I can. So, back into the action. You are all in the warm home of Bjorn. So please, continue.
Baron?
I thought it was Bairn.
Baron.
Get
There's
my name right.
no fucking J in there, man.
Alright.
Everyone's going to die. It's fine.
So I'm gonna make my way over to the little like earthen table. You guys kind of look around this space. There's not a lot of like actual furniture. A lot of it's just kind of built out of the earth and carved, and these like they almost look like mounds of rock, but shaped like tables. And
Like a
chairs.
proper dwarf.
Baron, where's your toilet?
Right. Well, go down that corridor about 200 feet. Take a right, make another right, and then go left, and then go down, and you'll see a hole.
It's like a staircase and a hole at the bottom.
I go.
There's no stairs.
Okay.
Don't slip.
Thorin. Why does that name sound so familiar?
I don't know. Thorin's my name, and it always has been.
Do you have any family in Edak or Tydean?
Well,
It's Thorium, not
Thorim.
Thorium.
I don't quite know where my son's at these days. I haven't seen him in quite a long time. We had a bit of a falling out. But I suppose you may. Did you run into a? This is his name. Barsol Thorim. Have you run into him?
Barsol
Have we?
Thorin.
No.
No.
Well, that's an. Alright. Well, I hope the lad's good.
You said you've been here for over 300 years or so?
Yes, more, possibly.
Long time.
Long time.
Possibly more.
But come, have a seat. I don't have much to eat or drink, just what I can make some water, but
I think Boo went to go make water.
yes, hopefully better water than that.
Turn the phrase.
DM.
Claire.
When we all went back in time,
Mm-hmm.
there was a dwarven cleric, I think that was fighting Granasso. There was a dwarven somebody in there, right? No?
History check. Coincidentally, it's the first page of this book.
Hey.
History. That's gonna be in 12.
12. No, but that name does ring a bell from much more recent events.
Much more recent event.
Yeah, in a castle. With a lone dwarf, you and Barakabu.
Lone dwarf being brought. I'll think on that.
Are you talking earthward?
Oh.
He's got a candle over his head.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, I'll think on that. I gotta pull.
Alright.
back to the thing.
What are you guys doing?
Well, have a seat, folks. Perhaps we should talk about where to go from here, because we best get to know each other as you're not leaving anytime soon.
Hey guys, can you ask Thorin where his toilet paper is?
Do you have toilet paper?
What is a toilet?
I'm gonna look around the room and kind of wave my arms and like, I don't have a lot. As if you looking at
I
it,
don't
you
think
see
so,
it's-
Boo.
Yeah.
Any books at all?
Books? No, I haven't had books in quite a while. I used them for firewood or kindling or whatever it did. I can't remember words.
That's okay, neither can we.
Boo, I recommend just using the sash around your waist.
That's magical.
Perhaps you should pass on waping.
It's a mantle of spell resistance.
Do you have a
Well, then
sock?
that poop won't be cursed.
Well, no, I don't have to poop. I just wanted to come inspect his poop.
What?
Boo.
I can't hear this.
I take out the earpiece and put it on the table.
What do I see in the
You take it out of your
toilet?
head.
It's just a hole.
Just rip it out.
Like, nothing down there?
It's a long way down. You might see some little frozen turds down there.
But there's no six-legged shit beast?
No, it's just a stinky hole.
Okay.
So in other games, there's been little critters that will steal people's poop as to cleaning.
That was in this game.
Well, I mean, like in another session.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the team and like, guys, there's no shit beast.
Very.
Okay, thank you.
Do you know anyone in the Earth Ward?
Ever been? No.
No.
I'm here most of my life.
What do you do here?
Told you I watched the gate to protect it.
But you said it's not here yet.
Well, it was here, and then the great big fucker you saw outside came, and well, now it's not.
I think you missed a step in between there.
Yes, this is like steal and then profit.
Well, I don't know the specifics of it. I know that when he came, that's when the curse began. After he killed everyone else. Over time, I've been able to piece some of it together. I've had a lot of time by myself. Well, he put a curse on the land. When he took it over and made it his home, that's when the snow came and the ice, and that is when the gate left. Don't know where it went. That's the long and the short of it. I don't know what you want from me.
So he has to
Adobe.
die.
Can your powers now take us to the realm without having to go through the gate?
It's very sketchy. It's very sketchy. I don't exactly know. I can't pinpoint where we're going. Technically, maybe yes, but again, I'm not sure.
If you'll remember, Torque, the reason we didn't do it is because we might appear above the ground and the 300-mile-an-hour wind would sweep us away.
Yes, extraplanar travel, very tricky. But you can do it, you said, without a gate.
Yes. Okay.
Perhaps Yelot is more powerful than I thought.
We get by.
Debatable.
I don't remember. Me, the player, does not remember anything about Thorin or
Ulrich?
Ulrich. That name rings a bell.
Ulrich Thorim, the Lord of the Earth Ward, the one in the castle.
That's what I thought. But
yeah.
Okay. So you said you've been here most of your life. You've never been to the Earth Ward, huh?
I have not.
So you do not know a Lord Ulrich Thorin, then?
No, name sounds familiar. He's got a good name.
Is he lying to me?
Inside joke.
That was almost an actually. Insight.
But it wasn't.
26.
26? I mean, he seems to be telling the truth.
Well, you know, you may have family in the Earth Ward, so you may not be as long as you think.
The Earth Ward? He said he's a lord.
Yes, he's the king.
The king?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Sad
well,
King.
my lot, we always wear one for royalty.
I look around these caverns. This is home. Yes.
Don't go judging. Your house wouldn't look quite so good. You've been stuck here 100 years by yourself.
Actually, I start to druid craft everything to make it beautiful. I feel like I may have a hang on things like this.
Can you eat them?
I make fruits that fall from the wall.
Alright, you can stick around.
Yeah.
I'll just pick up some of the fruits and then put them on the table.
Sometimes he really impresses me.
I must say, Baron, for someone who's been isolated and alone for 100 years, you seem pretty well put together up here.
Well, I'm not all alone. I've got the goddess. She talks to me sometimes.
Which goddess?
What is her name again? The goddess Giselle. Have you heard of her?
What?
I can't say that I have, though I've also spoken to a god, but I've spoken to Mora.
What's her? Who?
Mora.
Mora. Do I know Mora?
Yeah, she's got us to the moon.
Oh, goddess of the moon. Yeah. Not bad. Well,
Goddess of doorways.
Yes, that's right. Just got us some doorways, choices, and some other things too that I can't
So
remember.
is that how you can just make your own? You can. Never mind. Scratch
Well,
that.
he is a dwarf.
I can make
No,
things.
I
made
wasn't. I
this.
wasn't thinking like building. I was thinking something else. Interesting.
All right. Well, what? So now that we,
Are you a cleric?
I am a cleric of the goddess. Yes.
What does she tell you about the gate? And how to
She
get
hasn't
it back?
really told me anything specific. She doesn't really talk back. I talked to her though. But you said you've talked to gods.
This is true.
Again, I'm becoming not impressed with your planning abilities, but your skills seem up to snuff. Did you bring anything else with you? Anything that could fight a dragon?
Did you show him your
Pull out
gems?
the axe. Oh. Well, these were from the Earth Ward. And they're bracers that have a gem.
You can do a
Sort of laid
history
into them.
or maybe a religion check.
Yeah, I'll do a religion check. Hey, that's good. That's a 30.
30. They do look familiar. They have a very amber glow to them, and there's like an essence coming off of the gems. And you heard someone say something about a gem too, and you're familiar with the elemental gems of power. They're called power stones or power gems, and that looks to be the earth power stone.
Very nice. All right. Well, maybe. How badly do you need to get to the air ward, and how badly do you want to leave this island?
I don't really much care to leave the island, but we need to get to the air ward extremely fast, extremely badly. Yes, we need to collect more of those gems.
Well, I have a theory. If Granasso, I
Yes,
think I've heard him say his name a few times.
he's a very proud one.
Yes, that he is. If he's destroyed, I think that we might be able to bring the gate back. Now, I'd hoping the next people that would come to fight him would bring an army, like you should for something like this. But
Why would the dragon need to die?
well, I'm not sure. It's his curse, though.
It's a curse.
Seems like it.
A curse
This
on
wasn't
the
always
gate.
a frozen island. You think I just came out here and lived in the snow?
From the sound of it, he cast a curse on the whole land.
You guys can do an intelligence check if you want.
I'm gonna go there.
I'm going to go ahead and fail this.
20.
It was exactly.
11.
What'd you get, Denahi? What'd you get, Denahi?
Well, that would have been a little more accurate.
14. You rolling for
actually.
Ika too?
10.
Oh, wow.
10? You want to roll a
My
intelligence? What'd you guys get?
intelligence is really low. I
Oh,
think
I
it's
can roll
negative.
too.
Yeah.
I had my nat.
That was a nat 20?
Yeah.
9.
9?
This is intelligence?
Yeah.
Just coming back from the bathroom, scratching my butt like.
He has a -4, so 4.
So Barakabu, you're picking up on a lot of things. You had the most conversation with him, probably anyone in the room. He said his home. Your new friend has said home several times. You're hearing curse, your studies and everything with all your dragon lore. You're pretty sure this island is his lair. It's not just a home away from home, but this is his lair, which is probably what's blocking the doorway.
I think the issue is that if he's been here that long, he's been hanging out, this is technically his lair now.
Lair, you could call it that.
Which means
Certainly
we
made it
probably
his home.
don't have even less of a chance of beating him in this spot.
Great.
Alright, well,
That's
I guess
great to hear.
I should find you all some beds. We can carve out some new rooms for you to live in.
Living.
Oh yeah, where do you think you're going?
Good question.
I had a thought.
There's that candle again.
Yeah. I have a gift that I can turn us all into actual air and clouds. It would make us move extremely fast. Extremely fast. We would basically be one with the air.
But
It
where
lasted-
would we go?
It lasts 24 hours. And I could also. I think that could help us if I were to open the rift between here and the
I
wall.
see.
I think if we were to manifest in the middle of nowhere, we'd at least have that.
Fighting
with us.
chance at making the ground.
Yes. 24 hours. We move. If I were to put a number on it, we could move 600 feet in 6 seconds. So. I really didn't want to do it before, but now hearing all this, I think maybe I have less of a choice than to open the rift.
Why wouldn't we turn into these things and then go to the ward itself?
That's what I'm saying. Do both at the same. Yep.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Is it
Sure.
the plane shift? Is that a concentration?
No. Neither is
Can you
The
cast
mist- the mist
spells
form?
while you're in this
Air.
air form?
what?
Can you cast spells while you're in this air form?
Absolutely not. All we can do is travel. But
Can we?
we are resistant to everything.
Can we
Wait.
will ourselves out of this form when we want to?
It takes 1 minute of processing and thinking about your physical form, but yes, we can. We can
Okay.
go back and forth.
But how could we transform into these and then do your shift thing?
Transform.
If you can't
We would go back to our.
perform magic once you're in this form.
Follow me. I would shapeshift, but not shapeshift. But I would give this gift to all of us. I would stay in my physical form. Then I would take us to the plane, where I could just fly or just mentally shapeshift it back into the wind, and we travel from there.
Sounds like we have a plan.
But this land would still be cursed.
If taking out Granasso is the only way to clear this land, we can't do it right now.
But we could do it if we get these other gems.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Or is
I
there,
don't-
We certainly have a better chance of it if we get the gems.
Mm-hmm.
is there a place where a dragon can't survive? Like the Eternal Sands. What if we send him there?
Well, he can fly, so he can just fly right over the Eternal Sands.
What if... Is there a way to plane shift the dragon to another plane?
Yes.
We'd have to touch him, and I think there's
We'd
a
have to
chance that he
hold
can
hands
fight
with him.
against it. I think he can fight against that. So there's a chance, and I can only do that once a day. I don't think I have the power to do it more than once.
I can too.
Let me meditate on that. I'll get back to you in 1 second.
I'm curious how you plan to get off the island. Cell sounds very good.
Planning it off the island.
Aye.
Plane shift us out of there.
Oh no. Teleportation magic does not work here. I think I'd be sitting here on my ass this whole time.
Okay, then we'll leave.
Ah.
Leave the island, go somewhere else, and then
He'll be waiting for us the minute we walk out of these caves.
I don't think he'll be able to catch us if we can move 600 feet a second.
Then where do we go?
There is a place south of here that we could travel to. It's too far.
But I
But,
would know what the closest landmass would be, right?
Yeah, it's I don't know, 20 miles away maybe.
20 miles, you say?
Give or take. Over open ocean.
We can make that. We can make
Right.
that. So I could shapeshift us into the wind here. We fly. We leave this cursed island, go 20 miles south, and then I'll plane shift us. Even though I really don't want to, but it's the only thing we've got.
How will you get out of here if you're still in human form?
We all shapeshift together. I mean, we all leave together as one.
And then you would shift back,
Yes, into the wind.
hold a
Yes.
piece of the wind that we are, and then plane jump?
Yes.
Oh, this sounds very fascinating. I've never heard of anyone turning into wind.
I've never done it before, but the spirits have been giving me new knowledge lately, so
Very confident. It's been a long time since anyone's been here, but the last fuckers I saw come and try to leave, I'm not sure what kind of magic they were attempting, but they ended up plummeting off the side. Perhaps they were able to swim away. I don't know, it's a long way down.
History check.
Got here.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
So as you're talking about and you're recalling, I mean, you know that there were like druids had sent like not an army but like a force to come here to try to kill Granasso a long time ago. A lot of them did different magic spells. You watch some of them try to misty step, like off the island to no luck. Like it seems like they hit some sort of magical barrier. You saw a couple turn into animals and try to fly away. Same thing, hit that barrier. You have seen some jump with no magical means at all, but yeah, that's what you remember.
Relay all that.
That's interesting because the way we got to this island is we flew here. They shapeshifted us and we flew here.
We got here in the boat to the edge of the world and then jumped off.
Perhaps it's something that only works one way. You can get in, but you can't get out.
I know you can bring things here. It's how I've survived long enough. When he goes off hunting and comes back, I pick off the scraps, whatever he brings. So it's possible to bring things here. I just don't know how to leave. If you could figure it out, that'd be great.
Well, I can't just sit here, so I'll definitely be doing that. I'm going to sit and meditate, and I am going to give myself some gifts. So.
Some gifts?
Yeah.
It's Christmas!
So taking that away,
And
I'm
Okay.
going
And
to...
as he sits down, pat him on the shoulder and just say a quick prayer to the goddess. And be like, I hope he's making the right choice. And cast guidance on him.
Thank you.
Oh my.
There you are. And then after that, there you are.
Get a D4 to any
Thanks, man.
village.
So it's gonna take me a second to like
Sure,
go
sure.
through the motions.
What's
so I
everyone
can
else doing?
Did I learn anything from my time with dice about anything that'd be helpful right now?
You can do a history check too. I mean, your conversations with Ice were definitely more geared for Victor because that's kind of what the task at hand was. But you know that what was it?
Oh, it was a 16.
Okay. You know that Granasso is somewhat connected. You've heard different stories of him being a pet of Victor, but you're not sure that was fact checked or not. But there's some sort of connection between Victor and Granasso.
Yeah,
But that's
I
about as-
tried to harass him with that.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So after a couple of minutes of meditation, you guys kind of like see my tattoos kind of give off just like a warm flicker. Okay, I have it. I'll see if this works. So I am going to start chanting as my tattoos glow white, and wind starts to kind of pick up all around us.
I'll start grabbing my stuff and make sure it doesn't blow away.
You can choose up to 8 willing creatures. So everyone has consent. You need to give consent.
For what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast this spell on all of us. I'm gonna be the one to try to fly over the island, but just in case it works, I want everyone to be in on this so you can all follow me.
Oh, I'm not following you. I'll be staying here. But if you do get off, good luck, and if you could please send some help.
Why don't you want to leave?
I'm the watcher of the gate. This is my post. I will not leave it.
Okay.
Even with the dragon there.
I have nothing in my oath said except in case of dragon.
Right, but you can't watch something that the dragon's controlling.
I'll be here when it gets back.
So after
The next lot will help me.
So after the pick of wind, everyone gets kind of like a very gentle tornado around them, including Ica. So
Okay.
all the homies. And after that, it fades away. I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, it's done. All that's left is to give it you have to concentrate for a minute. to actually shapeshift back. So I'm gonna think on my wind form. You guys see me kind of, my colors start to blur and shift as I just kind of like demolecularize and turn into like a spinning cloud, basically.
Whirling dervish.
Yeah, I still have like my my silhouette.
Sure.
Oh, cumulonimbus.
And I am going to fly out.
Okay.
So let's see, my movement speed 300, so that's 600. So yeah, as wind, I'm going to leave at full speed and try to fly off this island.
Okay. How high are you off the ground?
I'm probably like 30 feet off the ground.
Okay. As you fly, do you care where, or are you just gonna go right out the door? Whatever entrance you
where
can.
I came in.
Okay. So you go straight for the cliff, full bore, going. The second you hit right where the cliff edge is, please make a wisdom save.
While he's doing this, I'm just gonna walk over to the fireplace, produce flame, and start a fire.
Okay.
I'll just sit there in my cloud form. I'll float upwards like 10 feet, and then I'll float downward. Then I'll float backward. Then I'll float forward again.
And then
So
my
intrigued.
save is gonna be
Bless you.
That's gonna be 22 wisdom save.
22 wisdom save.
Oh wait. 23.
23. So that fails. You take
23 failed.
12 points of psychic damage. You are pushed out of mist form. You fall right there on the cliff edge. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Does that break us out of the cloud form too?
No. That was almost a natural 20. That hurts my feelings. Dex save. That's going to be a 3.
A 3. As you fall off, can you please make a strength saving throw as well? As you hit the barrier,
Natural 1.
As you hit the barrier, the magic dissipates. You are pushed out of your cloud form back into your person form. You hit the ground and you start to slide off of the cliff, and you're trying to grab on. What are you doing?
I'm starting to fall off the island.
Yes, like you're falling off.
And we're floating over the sea, yeah?
Correct, like 10 miles off the ocean.
Okay.
Give or take.
I am going to. The magic has been dispersed, you say, because it lasts 24 hours. So you mean I have to like reconcentrate on it for a minute and then shapeshift back?
You can try.
Well, let's see. As a backup, I'm going to summon my 8 pixies again, just in case I need you to have my back. And I am going to free fall off the island, with them like flying down like with me.
Okay.
And I'm going to think for a solid minute to turn back into my air form.
So as you let go, your fairies are still up on the island.
They're with me.
They can't pass the barrier.
Well, no, I'm out of the barrier. I cast them outside the barrier.
But you're still, the barrier is not right on the edge. So they go as far as they can go, and whatever magic is bubbled around this island stops them. You're just free falling now.
I don't understand. Okay.
So what are you trying to do?
Are you guys all in mist form still? I'm grabbing a pot. I'm turning around there like I'm grabbing a pot, turning around.
All right, guys.
What? To eat when you're in that form? I don't know what to make you.
I kind of float over it. Just.
All right. So what are you doing?
Okay. So did I already say that I'm gonna concentrate for a minute on my air form?
You concentrate, nothing happens.
Nothing happened. I'll cast polymorph on myself to turn me into a white owl, giant white owl.
Where did he go?
So as you fall, what's a good falling speed? We've never really done this before.
Usually it's like 60 feet per fall.
Per fall? So initially,
What was 60
it's what?
feet fall?
That's no, there's an optional rule for falling.
Okay. So as you're falling, initially you try to cast the mist form, nothing happens. You try to cast polymorph, nothing happens. You make an intelligence check. You're falling. You might have fallen a mile by now. You're just free falling, like Bill and Ted, Bogus Journey right now. Just falling, and falling.
Intelligence is going to be 18.
18. You try to polymorph again, nothing happens. You try to polymorph again, nothing happens. Eventually, boom, poof, you're relatively 5 miles below the island now, and poof, you turn into your owl form.
5 miles below the island. I mean, the island.
Yes.
Okay. Do I know, with an 18 intelligence or whatever I just rolled, do I know why that is? Like,
You can do a history check, maybe, or an arcana check.
wow, my dice are not friends right now. History. That's going to be an 11.
Craftsman blames the tool.
Oh, now I roll that. You saw this shit. 11.
11. The best that you can tell, whatever this curse is or something, there's something that's dampening any sort of magic around the island that's leaving the island. Because like you said, you flew to the island fine, but leaving the island, there's some sort of barrier.
But I was able to summon the pixies?
You could summon the pixies, sure, but they can't leave the space.
You can summon them
But
within the barrier.
I was outside the barrier. Okay.
It doesn't
No,
mean
You were
off the edge of the
hanging.
island,
You were
you
hanging
weren't
on the
outside the
thing, and you said
barrier.
you let go, and then you summon the You summon the pixies, and you let go.
Okay.
So they, and then
The barrier
hit
goes
something,
beyond the edge
and they
of the
couldn't go.
cliff.
They couldn't go past.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to try to fly back.
Okay. So as you fly back, are you going back to like where your pixies are, or are you just saying fuck the pixies and going? What are you doing?
The pixies are gone because that was concentration.
Oh, okay. So once you get back to the, are you just going back to the island? What are you doing? Like specifically, what are you doing? Sorry.
I'm going to go back to where I fell off on the island.
Okay. Perception check.
Wow. So that's going to be a 15.
15. As you come back to like the surface of the island, you see Granasso kind of flying around relatively where the gate was, not so much on the south end where you are currently, but he is 150 feet or so north of where you are, kind of hovering every once in a while, blowing fire towards the mountain.
Okay, I'm going to fly back into the southern hole.
Stealth check.
We're just chilling out, sadly waiting in little clouds. Did people kill
Taking the
like
back
fart in
door.
this form?
You might see a little.
Is it like high speed fart?
That's going
It's
to
a cyclone.
be 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Yep.
flying to the cave.
Because I farted like 3 times in your living room.
Okay. So
Does it smell it?
after some time, you're making tea or whatever. The 5 of you are kind of just circling. Ike has already kind of turned back and he's going back to eating. And you return.
I've been making a stew out of basically food leather. That's all I have. It smells great.
All right. So as I come back in, kind of like wiping the snow off. So when I hit the barrier, the magic wore off, and I fell over the island. And about 5 miles away from the island, that was when I could use magic again. So I'm guessing we could all leave if 5 miles away, and then once we're all together, falling 5 miles down, I can plane shift this.
So you want us to just go jump off a cliff together and hope it works?
I materialize back in my
Shaking my head, saying I had such high hopes for them.
Seems almost like fighting the dragon would be easier.
You think? You really think so?
I mean, I like my chances against a dragon better than jumping off a cliff.
Well, that's all the ideas I have then.
I don't take fall damage.
So you can fall 10 miles.
You'd
and
have to
just
hit
land in
something
a
to have
tree.
damage.
Can you teach the others that trick?
They want to go study at the monastery.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a short rest while we're
Okay.
talking.
What else is everyone else doing?
I'm going to focus for a minute.
I'm gonna take out a piece of roll for my purse and dip it in the stew.
I'm gonna pull rations out of the bag and just hand him some.
Here, here's something to eat.
Oh, this is.
Do
Thank you,
still,
good
do you
sir.
still have that ale?
Oh, I should have a little left, yes.
You have ale.
Don't you have a flask that fills up with ale, don't you?
It refills?
I thought it did.
Yeah,
I thought it just got people extra drunk.
I can't
It
remember.
also does that.
Set the rations on the table. Do you have ale? I have not had ale in
100
even
years.
remember. But if you'll join me, we can say a quick prayer and then have our meal. And then for this gift of ale, I can carve you out a whole section over here. Your home will be great. Perfect size for a man your size.
You want me to live here forever?
Well, I don't want you to, but I mean, you can go jump off the cliff. Good luck. Seems that we leave the ale.
You're saying that if we try to leave this plane, this island, the magic won't work.
But once we've fallen far enough, the magic will work, and then he can shift us.
Why can't he shift us from here?
Because he said that won't work here.
After focusing for a minute, I
Right.
return to my form and go get some stew.
Okay.
Now, if you guys can trust that Jidobi and I can activate flying forms of some sort to catch you if it doesn't work, then we could take the chance on it. It would take a while to fall that many miles, so we'd have some time to, do some things.
Have a conversation. It might be calming.
Have to speak very loudly. For the wind.
We have earpieces.
I don't know what that means, but fine. Mr. Eating rations.
Just very carefully sipping the ale and enjoying every sip.
Well, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do.
Well, while you all decide, I do have, there are some beds. It'll take me some time to make you all some homes here, but my apprentices were killed by that great fucker. Their beds are still, empty. I think I can dust them off. You're welcome to stay here. I don't really know where else you're going to go, but...
Barine, you said something about someone took something from you that you haven't seen in a while. I think you might have said it earlier. You haven't
No.
seen something in a while.
The gate. No, my son. I have not seen my son in quite a while. We talked about that.
Can you remind me his name?
Yes, let me remind myself of it. His name's Marcel. He's a good lad. Took after his mother. Haven't seen her in quite a while either. I'm sure she's doing fine.
And you say you don't know where he is currently because you haven't seen him in a long time.
No, he decided not to join me on my oath here, and left thankfully for his sake, before the dragon got here and killed everyone else.
He left on his.
It was quite a while ago, but
Roughly.
long before the dragon got here.
Okay.
Can you communicate with anyone outside of this island?
I've tried, yes. I mean, I have a spell that I'm able to talk to, but I don't really have many people to talk to other than my wife, but she's, so far it can get tricky talking to her. Every once in a while I check in.
When you say it's tricky talking to her, can you be more specific?
Well, when one's on a different plane, it can be, it gets mixed up a little bit. I thought you knew about planar travel.
I'm very new at it. I'm very new at it.
Alright, well, yes.
And out of character, I'm sorry, did he already tell us what plane she's on?
No.
And what world or plane would she, do you know her to be on right now? Or
I think she's on the other side of where the gate was. She's in the air ward. She's the guardian on the other side.
What's her name?
Her name's Rokunda. Good woman.
That's a beautiful name. Rakunda?
Yes.
That is a beautiful name. Sorry.
It's taking fascination in this name.
She's a very lovely woman. Haven't seen her in over a century now, but
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna think some more on this. However, Denahi, you still have paper birds, yes?
I do.
Do you think maybe you can give him one to send to his son?
I can. Probably right. Guess anything he likes? I reach in my bag and I give him like 4 paper birds.
Paper birds. What is this?
I'll let you.
I don't like sitting here.
It's not great.
Wait, but Jadobi, Denahi,
Yes.
aren't these paper birds magic?
They are.
Yes.
How would they get beyond the barrier?
That's the trick.
I mean, it's worth a shot. We have like 99 of them. Write something. Who knows?
Well,
Son of my son. Well, I can also talk to him. We had a bit of a falling out when he left. I tried to contact him.
You can
I
still...
can send a spell to him that he should be able to get.
But that makes it off this island.
Why I can talk to people.
And it makes it off the island. It can travel.
So
out of
only the
barrier.
teleportation is the only thing we can't do on the island.
It seems like this island, or not the island, that's the big fucker. What'd you say his name was again? Garcel?
Granasso.
Granasso, yeah. He doesn't want things leaving. I don't think he knows it. I don't think he has any mind for invisible spells that travel through people's minds.
I see. I'm going to concentrate for a minute on the air form.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Fuck. Shit. That's fine. It's alright, it's fine. I mean, it just completely just wiped it out. That whole 6th level. Okay, cool, that's cool.
But ours still works?
Yours still works. It's not a concentration. It just is.
Yeah. Can one of us try what you're thinking?
Hmm?
Can one of us try what you were thinking to do?
To turn into air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't someone still air right now, or are you physical again?
I'm physical.
I've just been over here seeing how many times I can fart while I'm still there.
So are you currently air right now?
I'm
This
just,
is
yeah.
passing wind.
Okay. So yeah, I think I definitely just want to get 5 miles away from here, even if it's 5 miles falling, and then plane shift us. That's what I want to do. And I can fly. You all can fly in your forms, and then we can just go from there.
But you said that once you tried to lay the barrier, remove the spell, and you can't bring it back.
Right. Yep. That did happen. Yep. That's right. So that knocks that out.
And then cast it after both spells after you're 5 miles out.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't cast the wind walk again.
I'm not jumping off this fucking island.
Aika, we can't stay here.
I don't have wings.
I can give you wings, Aika.
Don't have food either.
I'm eating food right now.
How long will that last you?
Until he's dead.
Not long.
You see the owlbear look at you and he kind of smirks.
Fuck you, I'll make you into a stew.
Yes,
Can anyone else? I'm sorry. Go
it's
ahead.
okay.
No, go ahead.
It wasn't important.
Are you sure?
He was making a stew joke.
Yes.
I want to hear this.
That's important.
Oh god.
It has an interesting flavor.
Just turn him into a pile of stew.
Beef stew?
Possibly does. Can anyone else? Maybe you. I don't know. Can anyone else plane shift us?
I can.
You can.
Yes. I think so.
I thought he might have been able to. You?
Yes.
You have the spell?
He's
I
level
seen it.
13. I get the level 7 spells each.
Oh. You. Why didn't you tell us this before?
She did.
She did?
Yeah.
I missed it?
Yep.
Sorry. Apologize.
It's because of this. And I pull out of my back like the what's it called? The Shadow Slayer, and just leave it on the table.
And you
It's a
see
quarterstaff.
it's the staff that the Lich King had that she acquired.
I'm glad I didn't destroy it.
You tried.
Yes, I did.
Definitely tried.
Really, really. Very nice.
You tried. Oh, that was funny.
Do you have any more of that ale?
Oh, sure.
Oh, bless your heart.
I mean, to be fair, Torque,
he was attacking us with the staff. I figured that was the source of his power and not his magical belt buckle.
I don't know. Kill the man wielding the staff. That's the key, right?
And no, you get plane shift at 14.
At 14?
No. You get contagion and plane shift at 14.
She never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wasn't it just on your character sheet?
Yeah.
It'll show on the character sheet, but you can't use it yet.
Isn't
I have
it?
access to 7 level 7 spells.
Isn't
Yes.
it? It's through your staff.
Yes. But because I tried to limit this, like kind of like what yours does, but I haven't added yours yet. I just added them to hers, but she can't use it until level 14 or 16. There's 3 other spells that
I
she
can't
gets.
use Resurrection.
Correct. You cannot use Contagion, Resurrection, or Plane Shift yet.
Oh, you got so carried away.
Just because it's a bonus staff thing. That's why.
Oh.
It's not like a spell. It's coming from the staff.
Well, that's...
If you
Sorry.
all are attempting to jump off a cliff and teleport in midair, which all sounds very exciting, if there's anything you could leave me, that's the ale, some food, your weapons maybe, since I don't know we'll need them, but
You assume plummeting to our death.
yeah, that's what happened to all the others. But
JW, make a
it's a
intelligence
solid
check.
plan. I do like it. Has a bit of daring I haven't had since my youth.
Well, we
A
can't
little
do
pirate
it.
there.
I give him a day's worth of rations.
13.
It's not much, but
No, this is
You remember
like
you have to
seeing
hold
this in
hands,
blood.
right, for Plane Shift. Okay.
I give him all of my rations. I give him a week's worth. I don't need any of it.
well, I only have a day's worth.
You've been holding out on me.
8 days of rest.
Micah, you only eat meat. Don't even act.
No, you
Trying
didn't
to
need
do. We could stretch that probably.
Yes, that's what lasts me about a year.
All right, team. New plan. Are you ready? I have a plan. We fall off. We plummet 5 miles. I've done it. It was actually really. It was kind of fun. A little scary, but kind of fun. After we get past the barrier, I plane shift us to the air ward. Don't know where on the air ward, but to the air ward. After that, once we're there, I will summon pixies. They will polymorph all of us into flying whatevers, and we'll work it from there.
I'll try
What's a
it.
flying whatever? I've never seen these.
Giant owl, giant eagle, whatever.
Oh, you mean whatever? I see. Okay.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Rather than something flying, can the pixies turn us into something heavy, like a stone golem or something?
Why on earth would I want them to turn us into a stone golem?
I'd rather not be carried away by the 300-mile-an-hour winds in the air ward.
If by chance we teleport in midair, we might be above land. We don't know. You will plummet and you might die. That's a very hard plummet.
I don't die.
I hate heights. Fuck it.
I think there's a max to your fall damage, by the way. If you fall 5 miles, I'm pretty sure it's still going to hurt.
Boo!
That's-
Boo believes this.
Do I know what parachutes are?
Probably not, but do an intelligence check. I'm saying.
Or air gliders.
No, that's missing a 20.
It hurts, right?
It's a 15.
15.
Almost to that.
I wouldn't say. I would say no.
I'm literally down to only 5 dice right now. 5 d20 dice.
There's literally a bag of d20s right there.
It's the old one.
I've been using
I
it.
know,
That's
but
the
he
one.
literally, like, he just has to have it.
Nope, it's not the one.
Not the one.
Something about you today.
I can offer some help to you as on this jump. I don't know if it will reach past the barrier, but it might help you with some of it.
We'll take it. Anything you have.
Any blessings from my goddess may be able to help you, but I'm not gonna lie. I hate to see good young people jump to their deaths, but I understand being trapped here in this hole with me for the rest of your lives is not an appealing
Right.
thing. So I can help you. There's spells I have that can maybe help, but I don't know. Out of character.
What have you got?
I'm gonna start. I can give you the goddess's blessing that will help you with any abilities you jump to use.
You know what? You don't even have to explain them. Just let us have it. I'm ready.
Well, they don't last very long, so
How long do they last?
probably a minute.
How long did it take me to fly?
5 miles.
Well, no, to fly off the island.
When you flew to the barrier and you
Yes.
fell and then you
Like,
did
how
your
long
free
did it take
fall
me to fly to the barrier?
as a mist form, I was ninja quick. I mean, the whole island's only like 2 or 3 miles.
Okay.
Like, it's not huge. Can everyone make a perception check, though?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I see nothing.
Alrighty.
Barakabu and Baron, you hear the dragon, and he's much, much closer. Probably at the entrance that you found Denahi and Jadobi and Aika.
Oh. Shit.
Who's at the entrance?
The dragon
Oh.
is outside of the mountain
The
side.
only other person who's got it.
Yeah.
And he was where me and Denahi went. You said.
Yeah, the bigger entrance, the actual it was like more like a cave entrance that.
All right, looks like we're going to a different
Quickly
exit.
stamp out the fire. Like, I'm sorry, I got excited having guessed quite.
All right. So yeah. Before we head out, do you guys want to do a short rest if anyone needs it? If you guys are hurt, I already took my short rest.
I guess I took mine too, technically.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take my entire lay on hands pole and just put it
Okay.
on myself.
And what were you doing with Mora, by the way?
I was just trying to communicate with her,
Okay,
see if
sorry.
she could offer us any assistance.
Okay, so let's go back to that because there was lots of other distractions. So please go back to that.
Okay. So, yeah, I have my sword out.
Okay.
Praying to Mora. Mora, we are in a lot of trouble right now, and we could use your assistance. If you can get the goddess Giselle to open the gate for us, please do so.
Please make a do a religion check.
Ooh, that's ugly. 11.
11.
Yeah.
You hear a voice in your head, and it's familiar voice. You have the strength to persevere. Go with the light. That's all you hear.
Friends, I've just communed with the goddess Mora. She gave me a message that perhaps one of you might be able to figure out. She said, we have the strength that we need to go with the light.
Does that hit me in any kind of way?
I mean, it's pretty much straight to the point. You have the strength to persevere. Go with the light.
She's an encouraging goddess.
I hate how you speak in riddles. It's always a riddle.
Sometimes if you meditate on it, I find that the answer becomes a bit clearer.
Right.
What does that mean? Think about a torch?
You're a big lad.
Yes, thank you.
Try not to
I
trouble
think.
yourself.
I'm ready to head out whenever. Ooh. Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at one thing. That might be extremely important.
No.
No, I can't do that. All right. So, are we ready to leave the island to try to plane jump?
Good luck.
You look fairly banged up. Do you not want to take a rest for a while and stay here?
Well, I'm feeling actually a lot better after I took a short rest.
About the rest of you.
I have to use a little bit of prayer.
He has a point. It might be good in case I do need to fly again if we take a long rest.
Yes.
Agreed. And perhaps
Store up your magics.
an idea will come to us in our sleep.
Okay. All right. That sounds great, actually.
Okay. So you guys gonna take a long rest?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Show them where I have there's 4 beds. built in. There's my bed, and then there's 4 other beds, and they're like holes built in, like dug into the side of the walls.
I'll lay here by the fire.
Put it out. Probably shouldn't risk it again. He doesn't tend to come into the mountains too far, but better not. I'm gonna go rummage through my like junk heap off the tunnel and try and find some tarps and leathers to offer them for blankets and bedding, I guess.
I appreciate your hospitality and saving our lives.
Well, it's the least I could do for. Why did I do this? I don't fucking know.
Hopefully we're the ones to kill this dragon. You can see your wife again.
That would be very nice, but kind of think you're just jumping off a cliff, so my hopes aren't high.
You've done weirder shit.
All right.
Are we just going to fight this dragon?
No.
I suppose that's the decision we'll make tomorrow morning. Fight a dragon, jump off of the cliff.
Good night.
Starve to death and.
Okay. So, to expedite this, you all take an evening's rest, unless there's something else someone wants to do. Go ahead and give yourself a long rest. And roughly 7 hours or so go by. The morning takes you. The smell of morning stale stew grabs your nose, and
Yeah, I just reheated what was left of the leather. So
oh yeah.
It's just hot water and leather.
Thank you. This is very good. Thank you.
Yes. No problem. Have you decided what you're going to do?
I'm ready to get off the island, and when we're at a far distance, safe enough, then just jump us to the dimension.
And the rest
While
of
we
you?
fall through the air?
Yeah. You still have the gift of the wind I gave you.
Wait, what? You want me to make magic?
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Is anyone staying?
I'm not going
very
anywhere.
lonely and disappointed.
It depends on the answer to this question. In your 100 years that you've been here, have you ever noticed any weaknesses that the dragon might have? Anything at all that we could exploit?
Have I seen any weaknesses in a dragon?
I mean, his ego. I mean, you know what the fortifications are of the mountain, but you were just understaffed. I mean, but you do know. You can roll a history check.
Had
Just
a tiny little staff. It was just understaffed.
I mean, his ego is definitely a big weakness.
Real good. You said history check?
Yeah.
30.
30. But you do know that no one has ever gotten off the island successfully.
Okay.
I mean, I just left this island successfully. You came back.
And made it anywhere else.
Okay. Well, best man, sure. All right. So I know that he's very vain. He's not too bright for a dragon. He's very powerful, but there's things I can do to protect us if we want to go that route. I do have, back in the early days when I still had a bit of hope, I did build some fortifications in a hope that when the druids that originally came, that they could use it to help me. I was hoping someone would bring an army. But there's I made some devices that are set out throughout the mountains, and I've got one here, and I want to lead them. If you'll follow me,
I follow. I follow as well.
Down into my weapon stash, and it looks like a bunch of fucking junk in this hollowed out room. It's very dark, and I've produced flame to light a torch.
It's very small in here.
It is quite small. Looks like a bunch of random bits of just debris and things, but there is a cart with a large, it looks like a makeshift ballista kind of attached to it. Got a few more of these placed throughout the mountains. Lots of supplies you can use, but I don't. That's the best I've got.
Do you want us to home
Do you
alone
build a
or-
ballista out of nothing? No, don't give me that.
No, this is amazing. You very well constructed. But we can't really carry a ballista with us.
Go throughout the mountain, he said.
That's why I put it on a cart.
I don't think we can take a cart.
You mean you want us to take the cart to the surface and fire at the dragon?
That had been my hope, but
I mean, you're on the surface, so it's essentially just wheeling it outside. But yeah.
Wait, we're on the surface?
Yeah, you're on the surface.
Thought we were in tunnels below.
The entrance.
The entrance to this one was.
Kind of
I see.
Yes.
yeah. The stuff
So
in this cave.
his home was in the castle, and then it was kind of covered up, and then he has tunnels that go down and up.
Could we just cheap shot this dragon?
Cheap shot. It wasn't cheap. It took me a century.
No. I mean to say, could we lure him to areas where the ballista is, shoot him, and then distract him, and then bring him back and shoot him, and then distract him, and...
You were just talking about the one that's in the cart, right? Not the
him.
other ones. Okay.
I'm gonna have ones, yes. That had been my hope when the druids originally came, that we'd lure him into a trap of sorts.
And you said there were how many of these in the mountains?
How many do I have?
There are two that you know that are operational outside,
Yeah.
but it's been a while since you've seen them, and then there's the bigger one that's on the cart.
I haven't checked on them in some time.
Will they not be destroyed the minute he breathes fire on them?
Well, that's good to know. Whenever we return with more people, we know where we could place certain groups if we're able to. But just with us now, that I don't believe that would be any help to take the dragon down. We would need more people. Otherwise, he would just come and take us off one by one. Make us.
I don't need people.
You have a big axe.
Very big.
Yes, it's very big. It's a dragon
Well,
slaying.
now that we're in the armor room, I'm gonna. There you kind of see next to the wall. There's a very, very large axe. It's much bigger than me. That I kind of slide over and throw my shoulders.
It is about the same size as your axe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've got one too.
Nice.
This is Betsy. I haven't used her in a long time.
Well, perhaps we should just put these to use.
Well, I would. Do I think they
Maybe
can
when
do...
we come back, but I personally wouldn't want to risk it right now. I don't think they're strong enough.
So Denahi, Farland, Barakbu, care to chime in on what you want to do?
Mora said we have everything that we need to persevere. I think she's trying to tell us that we can beat this dragon.
Barakbu, make a history check. Denahi, make a history check. Jadobi and Torque.
I don't mean to talk ill of any god, but I just don't see that being an option right now.
I know nothing!
Do I think they can kill this dragon?
Intelligence check.
9.
9. Can you make
Yeah, that's put me to a whopping 2.
another wisdom save? What was yours?
7.
7. God damn.
What is happening?
It's looking worth 19. I rolled in a row.
Damn.
Nice.
20.
You should give those dice 10. It's sucking right now.
32.
32.
No, they haven't
You hear a voice in your head. An old voice. It's been a while.
Grandson, what is going on?
What's going on is I'm trying to get everyone out of this cave so we can go to the air ward, but people are thinking that we can take on Granasso, which we can't. And it looks like we're at a crossroads and just trying to convince everyone to just fucking leave.
What did the elf say? The elf said something.
About his goddess? Something about following the light.
Following the light.
Yes.
Remember, Jadobi.
What?
You were there.
Yes. I saw you all die. Yeah, I was there.
No, you didn't see anyone die. You saw me fall. But what did you see before that?
A light. Something that Thais grabbed. What about it?
Think, Jadobi.
He does this all the time, talking to himself.
Who is he talking to?
His grandfather.
It's on his arm.
If you're trying to tell me something, just
Oh,
tell
that
me.
explained it.
I don't know. I fell, remember?
Are you saying something about this item? That he might have the item? What are you trying to say?
I already said it, Jadobi.
And his voice goes silent.
Errol said something about Theiss and the weapon he used against the dragon, and he faded out. And he said he wanted me to think on it. I don't understand what he's trying to say.
You wanted to think on the weapon?
What was your
Possibly?
20.
I don't know.
Never found that
Maybe.
weapon, did you?
I mean, there's a
We don't know
they're
what it looks
powerful.
like.
There's a lot of
I only
weapons.
saw a huge flash of light. I think it was maybe have been a holy symbol. Maybe it was a rod. I don't remember. I don't know.
Flashlight, you mean the sunbeam?
Thing.
The sunbeam that you used?
He was talking about the item. I don't know. Maybe.
Wait a minute.
When you were with Theiss, did he mention anything about any special weapons that we can use?
You can do a history check if you want.
Didn't he escape with something?
17.
17. I mean, he talked about similar things against Victor that worked well against Granasso when they thought that they killed him. When he kind of vamped out before, like right after his grandfather fell. We watched his, remember the dragon like disintegrated. But I mean, he didn't talk about a weapon, but he talked about the light and daylight.
Yeah, I thought it was just the spell.
Can we please leave?
Where would you like us to go?
I've already said
You want us to fall through the air?
yes. So I can get a safe distance away, so I can bamf us out of here.
Bamfoot.
Teleport us.
The thing you did
Move
to
us
get
in
us
between
here.
planes. What?
The thing you did to get us to Saren Gorge.
Yes.
Not my favorite idea.
We have to agree on something. Something we have to agree on, so we can't just sit here.
I can agree to putting my axe to that dragon.
I'm a Torque.
Who says that? Who said that?
I go.
Does anyone want to sound talk? Who wants to sound talk?
The two of you who can't understand Ica, you see Ica sit up the second he says that.
I think Ica is in the mood for a good fight.
Ica's always in the mood for a fight.
Probably wants a little payback for that acid trick.
And it might very well kill him.
Then today is the day we die.
Dragon's getting older.
Yeah, pessimistic lot, aren't you? I thought I had lost hope. God.
You have seen the dragon, yes?
Yes, I met it a few times.
I don't think that's pessimism. I think it's being realistic.
Yes, but you speak with gods and ancestors and jump between planes.
So
and
do
you have
you.
a power stone on your arm. And like very powerful beings.
I managed to keep him on me without ever being hurt for quite a while. So I don't think it's impossible.
I hurt him.
Exactly. If I was able to keep drawing his attention and never being hurt, and you guys were able to continue attacking him, I could probably do the same thing to get to all the ballista while you attack him from the ground.
Give enough time, there's other things I can do. If we prepare, it'll take me a while and cost me some resources, but I can definitely prepare some larger things. I can hollow the ground around us so that we all kind of resist his attacks.
Why couldn't we hollow the ground and have him fall into it?
No, hollow like a bless. It's a whole new thing.
Oh.
Don't worry, son.
Don't worry.
I can.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. You're a very large man, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate your
You
acts.
keep saying I'm large.
As they're going back and forth,
Am I putting on weight?
Just met you yesterday. I don't know.
I'm gonna sit cross-legged in the
A little bit toward
the room.
Sure.
It's
And I'm gonna take from my bag an hourglass, and it's gold encrusted. And I'm gonna put it down in front of me, and I'm gonna begin to chant. I am going to cast divination, and I want to speak to the great guardian of time, the great spirit of time, Nokri.
Who?
The god that you created. His name is
Just gonna say this
I-
is your
I-
lore.
I didn't hear what he said.
Nokri, the
Nokri.
great guardian spirit of time,
Okay.
and I want to speak to him. With divination, I am able to do magic within the next 7 days.
Push
I can
buttons.
ask him a question.
Oh.
I can ask a single question concerning
You're
a
great.
specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Okay, say that one more time. I'm trying to understand the spell, but then
This spell,
yes.
you speaking to this god, the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
I can ask a single question concerning a specific goal,
Mm-hmm.
event, or activity to occur within 7 days. I'm going to ask the Great Spirit what happens if we were to fight Granasso.
You ask it just like that. What happens if we fight Granasso?
The way I see it in my head is after I chant and I go into the divination mode, I see myself in just a land of sand, sparkling like stardust.
Sure.
Ooh,
And
Stardust.
I hear voices around me, like his spirits. I don't see anything, but I hear voices around me. I want to speak out to him. Great guardian of time, Nokri, I ask you, I come to you in desperate times. What will happen if we fight Granasso right now? Please help me. Give me guidance.
Jadobi, you are young and wise. You doubt yourself and your friends often. Many directions and outcomes could unfold. Trust your instincts. Trust your friends. You are stronger together.
That's all he said.
Gods being vague, I tell you.
Like that a bitch.
Is there anything else you can give me? Anything at all?
Sorry, your call cannot be connected.
He doesn't say anything else.
The number you are trying to dial.
I mean, you did say one question.
Yeah.
well.
The sand swirls around me and engulfs me, and I open my eyes and I'm back in the space where everyone's kind of talking to each other.
Okay.
Well, what did he say?
What are you doing?
He
over
said to
there?
follow my instincts, to trust my team. My instincts are to leave the island.
What did you ask him?
What would happen if we fight Granasso?
Not how to kill Granasso.
Do you want to ask our god? Do you want to ask Mora?
I did already. She told me what she told me.
She was vague as well.
To follow the
Surprising.
light.
That's
We have the
Faith
strength
works,
to
doesn't it?
persevere. Follow the light.
Yep. Okay.
In our vision, Thais took something that was a light of some kind, or what was it? You would know. Who?
Did you tell me anything more about it than what you told me earlier?
I mean, no. I mean, he talked more about like daylight and that spell than an item. We didn't talk about an item.
Yeah. Nice and I mostly talk about the effect of attacks and spells that were based through the light, more so than any artifacts.
Could we not have our druid friend create sunshine and dismiss this weather?
The weather has been to our benefit, though. It's been clouding his vision when we were battling him.
Hmm. Good point.
What do you want to do?
Looks like we're fighting a dragon.
Start sharpening the edge. That's excellent news. I thank you very much for helping me. Well, I'll need some time to prepare.
And I'm gonna start rummaging through the stuff and pull out my armor.
Okay.
This large plate, like ancient-looking set of plate mail that has a large archway kind of carved into the chest.
Huh.
Start dusting it off. Now,
How much time? I have, like I said, I can bless the ground in a large area that will protect us from his attack. Some of his attacks, mainly the fire, I think. It'll take me some time to bless the ground. If we have some time to prepare other things while I do that, I can point you to where the ballistas are if you want to plan that. I'll leave some of that strategy up to you while I pray.
Alright.
It'll take me about a day to cast this spell. So.
How much land can you do that to?
it's around 70.
You have to see it or touch it. I guess we could talk about that later.
Yeah, it's basically I choose a ground, touch a point, and infuse the air around it with holy power. Radius is 60 feet, so like 120 foot across
Cool.
the circle.
All right. So while you all start to continue this conversation, plan and prep for what you decide to do next, we'll pick that up next week. So thank you all for watching the show. It's been very entertaining and eventful, to say the least.
Less eventful but entertaining, hopefully.
But yes, big thank you for watching. Don't forget to catch Lore of Ukodor on Monday, and see you next week at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.